Howdy, welcome back to What Will Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continued support and joining Dor and I for the game of round number 11, Cronulla versus Melbourne. Dor, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Really looking forward to this contest this evening, mate.
I cannot wait, Sammy. This is going to be an absolute belter here at Shark Stadium. The Sharkies taking on the Storm. I think that the Storm are heavy favourites. Everything okay, Sammy?
Yeah, no, everything's fine, mate. I'm just going to get ready to share our screen. I'll share
most certainly.
Screen.
Yes, our team list
so
that we need to go
there
through.
We are, mate. There we are. So Melbourne Storm $1.52, Sharks $2.52. I think that's coming a little bit.
Hold on.
The dome. What for?
Alec McDonald has done a quad injury, it seems, in the warm-up, and Joe Chan, I think, has come into the side. So, yeah, Alec McDonald are laid out for Melbourne, Joe Chan in on the bench. But let's continue, Sam.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, then I think maybe they've drifted in a little bit closer now, Cronulla, but that is not a small loss for the Melbourne Storm. So let's start off with the home team first, and just hello to everybody that's trickling in right now. So at fullback for the Cronulla Sharks is the it may be the most informed player in the competition is Will Kennedy. Stone Street and Mulatalo, the wings. Ramian and Iro, the centres. Trindle and Hines in the halves. Fanua Blake, Brayley and Kolfusi in the front row. Nikora, Burns and McInnes in the back row. McInnes, the captain. And the interchange reads Atkinson, Colquhoun, Talakai and Hamlin Uele, with Puru named as jersey number 18 there, Dor.
Yeah, so for the Melbourne Storm coming off that lovely 64-0 defeat of the Tigers last week, we have Pappenhausen at the back with Saur Falongo and Xavier Coates on the Stings. We have Grant Anderson and Nick Meaney in the centres. We've got Cameron Munster and Jerome Hughes in the halves. We've got Stefano and Josh King as the props, and the returning captain of the Melbourne Storm just in time for Origin. Yes, that's right. Ours truly, Harry Grant, is there at hooker. Our second rows for the Storm are Sean Blore and Elise Katoa, with Trent Liero as the lock. Now, there's obviously some changes here. We've got Wishart, Tui Kamikamika, and then we've got Joe Chan coming in, as well as a Nelson Asofa Solomona, which will round out the bench. I assume that now with Joe Chan coming into the side, I think Bronson Garlick will be the 18th man. I think he was the one that made way for Harry Grant, so I assume he'll come into the bench there, Sam.
Just trickling in, got Kingsbury in the chat, got Cooper in the chat. G'day, mate. Jason's in the chat. Clancy's here as well. He can't stand the referees anymore, wobbling. Absolutely incompetent, he says. Oh, that was a howler earlier on today, wasn't it? Jason Reed is gutted after losing last night. Cooper's got a question. Gents, a question for later in the stream. Okay, do we think we have enough talent right now for 18 teams? Well, we'll let Dorian marinate. Let's marinate on that one. But thank you very much. I will remember that. So Harry Grant's up on screen.
Yes, Harry Grant's up on
screen.
Yeah. And, he's doing the cockroach at the moment.
Okay. I didn't know it had that name already. Man, on Tuesday, I got to stick with my tip from my A-side tip show. I am backing the Melbourne Storm to win, but I am commentating on Cronulla. Dor, you're commentating on the Melbourne Storm. But this is go time here for Cronulla Sharks. This is a massive game to prove the entire NRL universe that they are premiership contenders. Even despite the late scratching of Alec McDonald, this is still a formidable side that Sharkies are coming up against. But I just got this feeling about the Melbourne Storm that they'll get the Chockies here tonight.
Yeah, I'm tipping the Storm, Sam. Storm 1-12 for me. But I think it's going to be an absolute cracker of a contest here. It's the game of the round. So I honestly can't wait to call it. And if we go via the games that we have called thus far this season, it should be an absolute humdinger at Shark Stadium this evening, mate. I think the Storm are kicking off, are they? Or is it Cronulla? Just looking at Elise Katoa, Harry Grant. Big inclusion here for the Storm with their skipper back, Sam, Harry Grant. Storm are kicking off, Sam. So the whistle has been blown and away we go.
Well, take it away, Dork. I'm back in the present at the moment, mate.
Oh, right. What, are you not seeing it at the moment? Or am I way ahead?
Yeah, way ahead.
Okay. I will you tell me when Cronulla over the ball.
That's all right. So Kafusi's just played the ball now. What a fantastic start to the stream, Dor. I'm excited. All right, so play the ball. Play the ball. The pitch comes to the 20-metre line. And now McInnes charges into the Melbourne Storm defence. McInnes getting Grant off of him, and now Trindle gets the ball and he finds Burns, and Burns is contained. About 15 shy of halfway here are the Sharkies, and Brayley passes right from dummy half. Infield for AFB. AFB makes about 8 metres on that play. So they've made about 45 metres in their first set there. Cronulla's Trindle puts it up in the air, bro.
And we've got Suafalongo underneath it in the white helmet, and he takes it beautifully there and carries it up to around the 20-metre line, but gets absolutely smashed there by Nico Hines. Plays the ball. Hughes at acting half. Gives it out to, I believe that is Nicholas Meaney there. He is tackled there on tackle 2. Grant gives it out to Pappenhausen. They're shifting it wide early. Munster out to Sean Bloor, gives it out to Grant Anderson there, I believe. And they're going to try and take him over the touchline here, the Sharks, but failed to do so. So tackle 3 here, 30 metres out. Sean Bloor now gets it, and he gets it to around the 45-metre line. Bloor plays the ball. Harry Grant goes for a scoot down the short side. Munster cut out ball to Coates. Coates inside to Anderson. Anderson inside to Harry Grant. Harry Grant gives it to Liero, and the Storm are shifting it left-right here. Liero looking for an option, gives it to Hughes. Hughes, crossfield, Creek, and there's no one there. Oh, Suafalongo gets it. Oh, and he does really, really well, but he's lost his... Oh, that is a dog shot there, and unfortunately, it is Ronaldo Mulatalo there coming across field there to Suafalongo, and he has clocked him right over the head. This could be some trouble here for Ronaldo. We could be seeing a potential early sin bin here. I haven't seen the replay, but wowee, what a start from the Storm. The crossfield kick there for Hughes. Falongo's up and all right, thankfully, but yeah, geez. Look at this, short side, Grant, Munster cut out to Coates. Coates, beautiful infield flick to Anderson. Anderson to Grant, Grant to Liero. Good tackle there by McInnes, but can't complete it. Liero flicks it out the back, and then they give it across to Hughes. Hughes with the crossfield kick here, as you see. Beautiful bounce. Actually, probably not the best bounce there for Falongo. He tries to stay in, and then Mulatalo coming across, clocks him straight over the head. Anyway, we continue. Hughes to Stefano. That's a great carry there by Stefano. Storm in the red zone here. Tackle 1. Stefano plays it to Grant. Hughes. Munster to Bloor. Oh, solid contact there by Kafusi and AFB in the middle of the park. Tackle 2. Bloor's around 3 metres out. Grant, a dummy half, gives it to Munster. Munster out the back to Liero. Liero here, scheming left, right. Which way is he going to go? He just goes straight ahead, but he's met by Brayley McInnes and Billy Burns there. Geez, that's nearly a 6 again. Liero plays the ball, gives it to Grant. Grant to Stefano. Stefano can't go anywhere. He's met there by Fanua Blake and Brayley. Tackle 3 here. Plays the ball. Tackle 4, pardon me. Grant out the back to Hughes. Hughes unders ball to Meaney. Meaney charging through the middle of the field, but tackled beautifully there by Brayley and McInnes. Plays the ball. Grant out the back. Gives it to Munster. Munster, little crossfield chip to Xavier Coates. Oh, great effort there by that guy's offside there. Yes. Accidental offside here for the Storm. Yep, he's in front of him. Nico potentially looking at a challenge, but surely 3 minutes into the contest, you're not going to waste your challenge this early. So the Storm will have another set of 6 here, Sam, on the attack as Munster just kicks it into touch for a lovely 1 metre gain. Coates passes it infield, and here we go. Mr. Anderson out the back to Harry Grant. Liero on the unders ball to Josh King, and he's going to get tackled here on tackle 1 around 7 metres out. The Storm are on the attack. Harry Grant going for a scoot. Oh, but no, he cannot make it. He gains a couple of metres, but he's tackled a couple of metres out. Munster passes out to Liero. Liero to Hughes. Hughes to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen trying to give it to Katoa, but Katoa overruns it, so Pappenhausen's just going to get tackled around 12 metres out. Great defense there by Cronulla and Brayley, and Billy Burns there plays the ball. Grant, a dummy half, gives it to Hughes. Hughes out the back to Munster. Munster, what a beautiful ball! Cameron Munster! And over goes Mr. Anderson, untouched. Oh, beautiful ball from the slick Rick Cameron Munster. Look at that hair this evening, Sam. It is looking very slick, and that was a A very slick pass there from Cameron Munster. The Sharks defenders thought it was going out the back, but he's just hit a beautiful ball there from Mr. Anderson, and he goes in untouched, and the Storm on the scoreboard first here, 4 points to nil. As we see, look, they think it's going out the back, but that's a terrible read from Jesse and Ramey and Noodles. And that is absolutely awful defense there. As we see Munster, look, Ramey and just only eyes for the outside. And Mr. Anderson, he goes straight through. And he kicks it well into the crowd here, Sam, for a 4-0 start for your purple pricks.
I could have made myself a cup of tea and come back and had that cup of tea. Man, Melbourne Storm. Cronulla had the first set, and Melbourne Storm was just all-out attack inside that first set, and now they've dominated territory and possession for the next 5 minutes as Pappenhausen is lining up the kick.
Let's just put the 2 points on, Sam. Let's make it 6-0.
No.
I back my Snackenhausen. Come on now.
Who said that I called Melbourne Storm purple pricks anyway, mate?
Look, that was a great early call. That is straight down the Hey Little Diddle and the Cat and the Fiddle there from Ryan Pappenhausen. That is 6 points to nil to the Storm, Sam, within the first 6 minutes of action here.
To the 12 odd people that are in the chat right now, thank you very much for coming in and saying good day. Please subscribe to Wobble Enjoy Sports and All Out Club.
Yes, no, indeed. Make sure you give Sammy some support over there on the Wobble and Jaw if you're watching on the All Out channel. Does a great job over there. And look, he put out some great content earlier this week in regards to fighting back for his tipping. And you 2 from 2 on Friday night, mate, is Cronulla kick us off here. And it's taken there by Hughes. And here comes Big Stefano. But he is absolutely axed there from Ronaldo Mulitalo and Cal Idro. Harry Grant at dummy half gives it to Ali Katoa, but he is met beautifully there by McInnes and Fanua Blake. This is a lovely start. Now plays the ball, Grant out the back to Josh King. And Josh King, he's again met by plenty of Sharks defenders there, but he's still driving those legs, but he's basically going sideways. Plays the ball, Harry Grant at dummy half, gives it to Stefano, and Stefano gets it to, lovely offload there by Stefano out the back, and here goes Trent Liero straight through the middle of the field. Potentially playing for an Origin jersey here tonight, Trent Liero. Lovely quick play the ball, and away goes Harry Grant, gives the ball inside to Munster. Munster offloads, but he unfortunately offloads it, straight to Fanua Blake, Sam.
Oh, no, desperate stuff there. Harry Grant, boy, howdy. Did Melbourne Storm miss him? Yes, they did. Is Mulitalo now.
Beautiful, Julie.
He certainly is, man. And Mulitalo now plays at 5 short of halfway. This is KL Iro now, making about 5 meters and centralizing the Sharkies. Cronulla are running right to left. There's an appeal for 6 again, none forthcoming. Now it does. It's a 6 again now, and this is McInnes entering Melbourne Storm territory now. The Sharks are for the first time in this game, and now the ball's being worked left-hand side for Aiden Fanua Blake, who made that try-saving intercept just a moment ago. He's going to play the ball eventually on the 30-meter line. Brayley faint to go right, but when left, Trindle runs, afforded to run a little bit, and then gee whiz, Uto Ikamanu comes over and friggin' behemoths him down to terra firma. Now it's Aiden Fanua Blake as first receiver. McInnes right, Hines right to Kennedy, got some toe, right to Ramian fends away from Anderson, still stands, and now he's eventually brought down. And this is going to be 4th tackle, eventually plays the ball deep in the corner, up top of the screen, working its way left infield now, and this is called Fusi. And now this is last tackle. What do? Brayley runs a little bit to the left before passing to Hines. Hines left, batted on to Trindle to Kale Iro. Iro passes right to Mulitalo, and Mulitalo, I think he's got the ball down. The Sharks have hit straight back. Oh, very good stuff.
That is a stunning, a great run there from Ronaldo Mulitalo, Sam. I thought he was no shot there of getting over the line. As we see here, Brayley out the back to Hines to Trindle, lovely bat on there, and Iro, lovely pass out there to Ronaldo, and he's just too big, too strong for poor Suafolongo there on the sting, Sam, as you can see here. Drives over, he's holding it, and there goes the ball down. That is 4 points for the Cronulla Sharks, mate. And that's 6-4 after with a kick to come after around 8 minutes of action, mate.
Yes, I will update that as well, man. Off the back of the 6 again as well for the Sharkies. They appealed for it and they got it, man.
There's a lovely bat on there by Trindle, sort of sets up the try. Hero, just a nice early ball there for Ronaldo, and he's just too big, too strong there for Mulatalo. And we'll have a Nico Hines conversion coming up from basically on the sideline here, Sam, for a potential square up.
All right, you know what? Speaking of square ups, you were very confident about your Schnackenhausen. I'm going to give it to him. Let's see what happens here.
Jesus, mine was like only 7 meters to the left of the sticks. This is from the sideline, but here we go, Nico Hines.
No, I did Melbourne. Back in Hines. Oh, very good. Yes.
6 very points lovely. Lovely kick all. There. That was JT like there, Sam. Lovely swing on the...
that was Hines. That was Hines like, Dor. That was Hines like, nothing like JT. Come on, mate. Come on.
JT was a great kicker from the touchline. It had a bit of curl on it, mate. Come on now. Give Nico some flowers. It was a lovely conversion.
I give him flowers, mate. I'm not giving him the whole freaking full-on large bouquet, bro.
But just in all seriousness, though, Sam, that is huge for Cronulla there to strike back early. Like you said, Munster went through the middle of the field there, and if Fanua Blake wasn't there for that offload, the Storm might have had another try.
Kickoff has commenced and it's taken there on the full. I think that might have been Brayley, and Aiden Fanua Blake crashes into the purple pack. Oh, Jesus. And now let's see, we've got Billy Burns now running a little bit against the grain, getting up towards the 30-meter line now. Brayley at dummy half finds McInnes, and then McInnes finds Corfusi. About 5 meters gained there, and they went about 30 meters sideways, but they centralized things here. Brayley on third, goes right to Hines. Goose step, flat ball to Nicola, and it's a bugger. They got a points. Once you score points, you got to
got to complete that first set. Yeah, like you said, Sam, you got to complete that first set and get to a kick, and that is I think it's a great tackle here by Anderson and Stefano. And I think he's just really lost the handle there, Nakora. I don't think it was a really, one of those tackles where it's beautifully like right underneath the ball and the ball pops out. Look, we've seen a few errors thus far today, so I'm hopeful. There's only 2 thus far. So hopefully both sides can, clean it up and be a nice, tidy game of football this evening. But 11 minutes in, only 2 errors. It's not the worst, but let's hope that's the last we've seen for a little while. Come on now. Just put your head in, Fanua Blake. Jeez. All right, here we go. Grant from the scrum gives it to Munster. Jeez, Munster. He's looking very slick with that hair tonight. And he is looking dangerous thus far this evening. He's tackled here on tackle 1 on the 40-meter line for the Sharks. And Grant gives it to big Stefano, but he's met beautifully there by McInnes and Kafusi. Stefano. And Grant from dummy half gives it to Liero, and he's juggling it at the circus here, Liero, but manages to hold on. And here we go now. Josh King with a lovely carry here on 4th tackle. Gets him to inside the Sharks 20-meter line. Plays the ball. Grant out the back to Hughes. Hughes to Munster. Munster to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen out the back to Sean Bloor, but he is tackled beautifully there. Or by Stone Street and Ramian, but Ramian stayed down last tackle. Munster kicking across right through the middle of the field. Here comes Ali Katoa, and Ronaldo Mulatalo flies like a bird in the sky and takes it beautifully. But Ramian's down, Sam, as Sharks get a penalty here for Melbourne being offside.
Nice jump there from Mulatalo. Did not jump from his own in goal there. Looking at the replay here of Ramian, I think it's a poke to the eye, so it's not a concussion. So he might have to go off still, but it's not a concussion. It looks like a poke to the eye, and the Melbourne Storm were just too keen defensively, and it's a soft penalty. Craig Bellamy would not be impressed with that. As play resumes here with Billy Burns getting up to the 40-meter line, still inside their own territory are the Sharkies. Another appeal there from Brayley, but play on. Ball goes right. Fanua Blake, Hines, right. This is Corfusi. Corfusi, again, sideways about 20 meters and about 5 meters forward. And now flat to Kennedy. And then Kennedy puts McInnes back under. And that was That was a nothing play, unfortunately, from the Sharks. Second tackle, Brayley left, Aiden Fanua-Blake. Now he goes forward. That's a better carry there for Cronulla. Gets to inside the Melbourne Storm territory, 40 metres out. Third tackle, cut out pass to Hines from Brayley. And then Hines decides to use Nikora, and he gets to the 30-metre line. So they're right of centre, and they're running right to left here. Hines runs it, and then passes to Trindle, who puts foot to ball to foot. Mulatalo chasing, and Fa'alongo very patient. Cameraman cops the friggin' ball to the stomach.
To the melon.
Wobbles to the melon. But it's going to be a goal line dropout, Melbourne. That's a good set there from Cronulla.
Yeah, lovely kick there by Trindle, realising that Pappenhausen was in the middle of the field there, and a lot of space in behind, Saw Falongo. Falongo does well there just to clean up the scraps here. It'll be interesting to see if the Storm, like you said, Sam, Ramian might come off with that poke to the eye, should I say. And he has indeed come off for a HIA as the Storm fail to kick the ball 10 metres there, Pappenhausen.
Out on the full as well. Yeah, that didn't look good for a poke in the eye. He looks groggy. Like, that did not look good, unfortunately. So Atkinson is out there now. And now Hines, first receiver, left to McInnes, left to Korfusi. And again, Korfusi just centralizes things for Cronulla. But they're right in front of the sticks here, 10 metres out. Brayley, left. McInnes puts AFB under. So I guess Atkinson is just playing at centre for the time being now. And Brayley goes out right. Trindle, flat ball to Nikora. Timing was way off there from Trindle and Nikora. That's his second error now, Nikora. No more from him.
Yeah, no, it's just, like you said, Sam, the timing was off there. Just unfortunately, I think the ball has come to him too late there. He was expecting it a bit earlier. But basically he's being tackled as soon as he gets the ball. If you want to have a look at the comments section, Sam, I just want to say Marcy saying that Ramian scored a try in Vegas and hasn't scored since. So here we go off the scrum, and Saw Falongo nearly goes straight through there. Great tackle there by KL Iro. That is now Meany from dummy half goes for a scoot. Can't really find too many meters there. He's brought down around the 23-meter line there. And now Stefano on tackle 3 here takes it up to around the 30-meter line. Plays the ball, Harry Grant out the back to Liero. Liero to Hughes, and Hughes, he's taken a run here, and he gets up to around the 40-meter line. Plays the ball there, Hughes, Grant, out to Liero, Munster, out the back to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen off the left, but he unfortunately gets past Fanua-Blake, but can't get past Nikora. Pappenhausen plays the ball, last tackle here. Munster on the short side. He's just going to go the big up and under here, sends it up into the night sky here at Shark Stadium, but William Kennedy is under it beautifully. Salmon takes it cleanly.
Yep, I reckon now's the time Will Kennedy needs to get a little bit more injected. Now, I think that's only his third touch of the game so far. And now this here, I believe that's Atkinson that's taking a hit up there, but he's met by Josh King. Or trying to get up, play the ball, does so. Nice long pass out to the left. Trindle runs left on further to Mulatalo. Mulatalo gets the pass on to Iro, and good tackle from Fa'alongo. Well done on the much bigger body of Iro. Third tackle, however, and they've entered Storm territory here. Mulatalo gets the offload off, or confusion there, but McInnes now is the recipient of the offloads there, and he plays the ball 30 metres out. Brayley runs to the right, finds Hines. Hines running, finds Kennedy. Kennedy, he's now tackled there by Sean Bloor. Last tackle, Brayley left. Trindle, crossfield kick, why not? Mulatalo running. No, it's Nick Meany with a great catch, and he stays in.
Yeah, plays the ball, and Hughes here on the short side gives it to Sua Falongo, but he is tackled beautifully around the legs over by KL Iro. They've not even got out of their own 10 metres, but they will here on tackle 3 with a lovely run by Elias Katoa. Plays the ball here. Granted, dummy half gives it to Xavier Coates, and Coates through the middle of the field, but he can only make it just past his own 20-metre line. Plays the ball on tackle 4. Grant to Pappenhausen, and Pappenhausen running through the middle of the field. Offloads it back to Grant. Grant gives it to Hughes. Hughes steps off his left, but it's brought down beautifully there by Billy Burns and Fanua-Blake. Hughes plays the ball, last tackle here. And Munster, the big up and under here. He kicks it strong. It's going to be bounced here by the Cronulla Sharks, but luckily it bounces straight to Nico Hines there. Very dangerous play there by Stone Street to let that bounce, Sam.
Great strong hands there shown from Hines. He was at full extension there too as Stone Street is getting dragged back a bit. Oh, they played the ball and nobody's there, but no, referee says no, go back. So it's a replay of the play the ball. And now this here is Atkinson with a hit up. Marcy Playground in the chat. Iro scored a try in every game he's played. Hiroti too when he came in. He's won a couple of he has $20 on Ramian. Alrighty, I'll let you know, Marcy, mate. So it's
we'll
6
let him
again
know
here for there's 6 again here for the Sharkies now. 18 minutes gone as Trindle elects to use Kofusi, and Kofusi makes about 5 or so meters on that play. Play the ball. Brayley goes right. Aiden Fanua-Blake just tucks the ball under the arm and gets to the 30, then offloads back to Brayley. Brayley dummying, running, funding Britton Nicorai, and he was leaping like a frigging horse. Then he offloads out to the right.
Oh, hello.
There's
Grant and Nicorai having a little scuffle. 3 set restarts to 0 just quietly, Sam, in favour of Cronulla.
All right, so ball's now in the hands of McInnes, and he's stopped just in front of the 20-metre line. And Brayley's trying to go left, but goes right, finds Hines. Hines to Kennedy. Kennedy puts in the grubber kick on the 4th tackle, but Pappenhausen, great play from him.
Yeah, great positioning there by Pappenhausen, cleans up the scraps there. And here goes Xavier Coates. Geez, he's been in good form this season, Sam. He's tackled here around 15 metres out from his own try line. Pappenhausen gives it to Anderson here on tackle 3, and he can only get it around 23 metres out from his own try line. Pappenhausen, dummy half, gives it to Munster. Munster scheming through the middle of the field. Looking for the offload, but none forthcoming. He's put down on his backside there as another field ball enters the field. And Harry Grant scheming from dummy half. He offloads it out the back here on tackle 4. Pappenhausen, he's going backwards and he's tackled around the collar there, but that's it. And Munster on last tackle here schemes to go right, but kicks it left and and Kennedy nearly lost his footing and just manages to not touch it and gives it to Stone Street, Sam.
Stone Street throws it way out left to Mulatalo. Or maybe if you got it off to Iro, there'd be a massive break there. So play on. Scoot out a dummy up from Stone Street. Grant chasing. Great defense from Grant. Oh, no. Now Stone Street is grabbing at his right ankle. Oh,
I think it just sort of plugged in the surface there.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything to do with Grant now.
And that's a penalty. That's a high shot there by Stefano, I think.
That's maybe the 3rd deep penalty that the Storm have given away, just letting them out of their own end.
That doesn't look good.
Holy crap.
It's nothing to do with Harry Grant. Just watch the left ankle here. It gets stuck, I said, on the right, or the right ankle, should I say. It gets stuck in the surface. And that looks a really bad ankle sprain. I think he is in real doubt to continue here, Sam. Take it away, mate.
But the Sharks are on the attack, starting from 40 metres out. McInnes now. McInnes has been in everything far for Cronulla.
He's gone. Stone Street's gone.
Hines left to Aiden Fanua-Blake, and Fanua-Blake now goes forward and gets to the 20-metre line. So the Sharkies on second tackle. Brayley goes left, Hines left, Trindle dummying, passing late to Kennedy. Great pass from Trindle, but good defense there to stop Kennedy. That's awful stuff for Stone Street. Third tackle now, and it's getting passed back right infield, and this is Kofusi. He's been busy. Yep. Getting some nice post-contact meters there. Fourth tackle, Brayley goes to the right-hand side, gives it off to Aiden Fanua-Blake, and AFB is scored right underneath the posts. Well done, AFB, but there's still some concerns here for the Sharkies and what they're going to do now. Ramian is off. Stone Street has now just gone off. Their right edge, attacking-wise, defensively as well. Their right edge is a little bit shot to pieces at the moment.
We'll see what happens, Sam. Luckily they've got the fortunate, they've sort of got those players on the bench that can really help them out here, with the likes of Atkinson being there as a utility, as well as CSC for Talakai on the bench there for Cronulla. I think you could see maybe either Iro or maybe Ronaldo come to the other side of the field, and potentially you have Atkinson and Talakai as your centers for the rest of the game. Or it just really depends to see what happens with Jesse Ramian there, Sam. If he comes back, he's obviously having his HIA check right now. But yeah, look, unfortunately for Syndesmosis, I've just seen come through on my phone here and my notifications that is as good as a syndesmosis, as you'll see there from Samuel Stone Street. So yeah, it's very unlikely that he'll be out back, and he'll be out for a few weeks at least.
Marcy in the chat saying or suggesting Talakai and
Burns can play center. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep. So Nicola would stay. Who would you be swapping around, man? Mulatalo or Iro? One of those blokes surely might be changing if Ramien definitely.
Well, I don't think you can have Atkinson on the wing. So I'm thinking that you've got to I think you got to do what I said. I think you got to move probably Iro across to the other side of the field on the wing, and then have your centers of Atkinson and Talakai. But they could just put Talakai straight into where Ramien was and where Atkinson was playing, and then put Atkinson on the wing as well. So we've seen Wishart, for example, for the Storm play on the wing for them. So we'll see what happens here. We'll be able to have a look probably in this first set here, as Marcy saying in the chat as well, that Atco played a bit of wing last year too. So we'll see what happens here, Sam. Unfortunately, you got your job cut out for you, mate, with these injuries to Cronulla.
All right, so kickoff has commenced. Atkinson takes it on the full, gives it back left in field for Kaufusi. Kaufusi, again, busy. Nice post-contact meters there, getting to 22 meters out from their own try line. It's Talakai out there immediately. He's in for a big night all of a sudden, Mr. Talakai. Brayley darts to the left before passing to Aiden Fanua-Blake. They're up to the 40-meter line, and they're pretty much in the middle here at the paddock as Aiden Fanua-Blake finally plays the ball. Brayley, right, this is McInnes, I believe, and they've entered Melbourne Storm territory again, man. Doing things nicely when they're trying to get out of their own end. And now Hines on fourth elects to use Nikora, and Nikora is stopped immediately on that red line on Melbourne Storm's 40-meter line. And now last tackle, Braden Trindle puts the ball up, and it's going down towards Fa'alongo. Mulatalo leapt up in the air, and Hughes has got to kick it dead. Don't know if it will be a goal line dropout. We'll see.
I think it is a goal line dropout, Sam. I think Falongo touches it here. If we watch the replay, yeah, it doesn't look, pardon me, like Ronaldo touches it, and then Hughes just punts it straight out. So, yeah, they're on the attack here again. I assume the Storm will probably go for that short dropout. Again, Sam, let's see if they can execute it on this second try here, as we see. Falongo looks like he's hobbling slightly as well. And Pappenhausen puts it up, and well, I don't know what happened there to Xavier Coates, but Atkinson, great take, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're only a few meters out from the try line here. They're up towards the try line. Talakai crashes into the defense. It is 6 again here. Fresh set here for Cronulla. Brayley now passes left in field for Hines at first receiver, left to McInnes, and McInnes is just going to go straight and hard, man. So about 4 meters out now, right in front of the sticks are the Sharks. Second tackle, Brayley left to Trindle. Trindle to Burns. Oh, God.
And he's spilt his lollies. Oh, no, Billy Burns. Falongo plays the ball. He still looks like he's struggling a bit with an ankle injury there, Sewer, but Meaney takes it out on first tackle, pardon me, around 15 meters out. And here goes Pappenhausen through the middle of the field. He is tackled around on the 20-meter line. Sharks really dominating here in this after that first try there by the Storm. And that is a big hit. And unfortunately, Kamakamika, I think in his first run onto the field, has spilt his lollies and dropped it. So, yeah, look, the few handling errors starting to come into the game here for the Storm, and the Sharks are really onto it. Really nice, solid contact there by Trindle there, I believe it is. Yeah, Trindle there with that shot. I don't really know if he's dropped that just quietly. It looked like it's bobbled, but I don't know if he dropped it. But Bellamy, as you see in the box, is not a happy chap right now. But yes, Sam, on the attack here around just outside the Storm red zone are your Sharkies, mate.
And it's won by the Sharks. It's gone right to Hines, right to Talakai. Talakai versus Anderson.
Yeah, it looks like Talakai in the centers with Atkinson on the wing, Sam.
Talakai plays it 15 meters out. It's working its way back left in field here, and Nikora's got the ball. Kamikamitha involved there in the tackle. I don't think that was an error by Kamikamitha, by the way. And this is Oregon Kaufusi now. All got the arm free, but went down to terra firma pretty quickly there. It's third tackle. Grant still on him now. Brayley darts for the right-hand side. Oh, man. Pappenhausen, if he wasn't there. Oh, man, that would have been try time. Trindle at dummy half. Goes right to Hines. Right to Talakai. What a flick to the right for Atkinson. Oh, what a flick from Talakai to Atkinson. And now the Sharks are up 16-6. Well, we said 5 minutes ago that right edge attacking-wise for the Sharks was decimated. Well, Talakai and Atkins say, well, we're freaking still here. We can do what we just freaking did.
What a beautiful, beautiful play here. Trindle takes the short side, Hines to Talakai, and that is a lovely, lovely flick pass there to an unmarked Daniel Atkinson, and over he goes. That is honestly, like, you know, there's plenty of flick passes every week, but that, considering the circumstances, the spiral and everything, that is an absolute peach from Talakai there. One of the best flicks we've seen this season. That is lovely. And Atkinson just can't believe his luck. All he had to do was catch it and he goes over untouched. And geez, these Sharkies, Sam, after conceding some the first try tonight, down 6-0, have responded with 16 straight points, potentially 18 with Nico Hines' conversion to come. Look, it's just been really, really good football from the Sharks, and they've really capitalized on a few errors that the Storm have made. And they're actually just quietly making a lot of meters through the middle of the field as well, the Sharks, making some great meters off every, restart that they made outside of, I think, the first one after the Storm scored, after their first try, pardon me. Nikora knocked it on, I think, on third or fourth tackle. Outside of that, every other one's been perfect, as Nico's radar is on tonight, Sam, and it is now 18 points, 2-0 after, nearly around 30 minutes.
What has been really impressive about the Sharkies as well is that when AFB scored, they were still trying to wrap their heads around about what was going on with Ramey and Stone Street. So they've been mentally tough to not only forget about and say next man up immediately. They've been really good. They've been tough mentally. I've liked what I've seen from the Sharkies, man.
Really, really positive news, Sam. I've just heard down the line as well that Jesse Ramien has passed his HIA, so he should be back. But Samuel Stone Street is out for the game with that ankle injury, as the NRL physio said, a very likely syndesmosis injury. No, Jamie. It's saying that Fox Sports have just put up that he's out. He's been ruled out, Jesse Ramien.
Alrighty, so Aiden Fanua-Blake plays the ball, and now KL Iro is stopped by the Melbourne Storm there. And Brayley darts the left-hand side, I should say, and Mulatalo was steaming onto it, but Sean Bloor was there. I think that may have been Eli Katoa. Now it's it's pretty fast now. I can't even freaking keep up. It's fourth tackle, 4 meters shy of halfway. Trindle at dummy half goes right. McInnes right to Hines, right to Nikora, and again, they've gone 20 meters to the right, and they've only made about 5 meters on that play, but it's been working so far as Hines on last tackle kicks from right on halfway door.
Yes, as Falongo takes it, Sam. It looks like Harry Grant's come off for a spell in his first game back as Falongo gives it to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen plays the ball, gives it to Wishart. Wishart to Big Nelly from Welly here, straight down the middle of the field. Nelson Asofa Solomona, and gets his side a penalty. What a great first carry from Nelson Asofa Solomona here, and he is fired up, as he should be, because that is a terrific carry there to start off his stint. I apologize about that. It said that Ramien had passed his HIA, which he has, but it seems like the injury to his eye is that bad that he's been ruled out with the eye injury. So, like I said, past the HIA, but unfortunately he's out for the game with that eye injury, and then Stone Street's out as well. So Sharks, it will be interesting to see how they go, Sam, for the long run here, because they're going to be down to 15 men for the rest of the game as Mr. Anderson hits Nelson, and geez, he's been very busy here early on, and he nearly goes straight through, but Fanua-Blake, great tackle there with Kafusi. Munster short ball here to Bloor. The Storm are really starting to get into their work here. They're starting to wake up as Wishart gives it to Liero, and Liero tries to go over the top of Kafusi, but unfortunately can't do that. He's 20 metres out. Wishart throws the dummy, tries to get past Kafusi. He offloads out the back to Munster. Munster scheming off the left, off the right. Look at Munster go. That greasy hair is proving to be absolutely running amok tonight. He can't be tackled, but he's brought down finally around 80 metres out. 6 again. Unfortunately, Billy Burns just really got caught up in the grease of Munster's hair and couldn't let go of him. And now there's another set. Here's Wishart gets it to Curly Katoa. Oh, Curly Katoa is brought down a metre out. Plays the ball. That is an absolute shocking play the ball. There's about 3 Cronulla legs in there, but Wishart scoots, doesn't make it. And Katoa, he has a crack. But, there's about 6 Sharks there. And they've held him up on tackle 3. Tackle 4, pardon me. So, look, there's an absolute pile of dirt in the middle of the field here at the moment. Oh, Hughes, what a ball out the back to Bloor. Bloor gives it to Xavier Coates. Oh, dearie me, they might have been having it going on the right edge in attack, the Storm. But goodness me, that defense was absolutely diabolical from Cronulla Sharks there on that right edge. There was just seeming like there was a massive hole between Talakai and Daniel Atkinson there. A lovely ball here as we watch the replay. Eli Katoa tries to go from dummy half, but he's beautifully tackled there by Fanua Blake with the first contact, and then his teammates are there to hold him out. He plays the ball. Wishart out the back to Hughes. Hughes, lovely ball over the top. I don't know why Atkinson's so far infield, and because he's absolutely shot infield, it was just a simple catch and pass for Sean Bloor here as we see Bloor, lovely catch and pass, and my Xavier Coates. Oh, God, he's in some good form this season. Xavier Coates just in time for Origin, and over goes Coatesy there, 18 points to 12 with a kick to come, and that is just what the Storm needed, Sam. They needed to hit back after conceding 3 straight tries, 18 points in a row, and they do just that, mate. 18 points to 10 with a kick to come. Let's just keep it at 18 points to 10 because I'm not going the early crow. We'll see what happens here with Pappenhausen from the touchline here. He's taken it back around 20 metres here, Sam. I'm sure some Cronulla fans are giving him some stick on the sideline. A bit like Chewy on your boot, but Pappenhausen going through the motions here. A little breeze here at Cronulla, but here we go. Pappenhausen takes a step back, moves in, and oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. Give him those 2 points, Savvy. That is 18 points to 12 there. And that is a lovely, lovely, lovely kick there from Pappenhausen. 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go as we see Samuel Stone Street there in the coverage with heavily bandaged with ice. His ankle there and with some crutches as well. So like we said earlier, Stone Street definitely not coming back as it looks like Kafusi is having a stint as well. That was a great first stint there by Kafusi, Sam. I think you were impressed with his first stint there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But Cronulla, they're going to have a few players playing big minutes tonight. Your likes of Fanua Blake and McGuinness. And here we go, Nelson off the back fence. And, that is a great tackle by KL Iro. Nelson plays the ball. Grant gives it out the back to Katoa as Sam's chuckling in the background. I don't know what he is, but Katoa with a lovely offload. He goes Pappenhausen through the middle of the field. He's brought down around 25 metres out, but God, Nelson has been absolutely spectacular since coming on the field. Here we go, Munster, Bloor, Mr. Anderson, out to Coates. Here goes Coates, tries to get over the top of Atkinson, but lovely tackle there by Atkinson, makes up for the error before with a lovely tackle around Coates' bootlaces, should I say, and Munster here scheming. Munster, geez, he's looked busy tonight. But he's brought down here on the 40-metre line, Cronulla's 40-metre line, should I say. Wishart out the back to Liero. Hughes, Pappenhausen, Katoa, Meany. Meany is brought down, beautifully tackled there by, I believe that is Trindle here. Last tackle around 30 metres out. Last tackle, Hughes goes up. Katoa is chasing. Katoa bats it back to Liero. Liero offload to Wishart, and Wishart is just demolished there by Braden Trindle from behind. Great tackle there by Trindle, but yes, Wishart's tackled around 18 metres out, Sam. So the Sharkies will start around 18 metres out, mate.
Jason Reader, going about 3 correct tips and then 1 incorrect tips. Thank you, Cowboys.
Yes, same here.
play the ball by Iro on the 20, and this is now a hit up here. I think that was Billy Burns, if I'm not
Thank you,
mistaken.
North Queensland.
No, that wasn't Billy Burns. Sorry, that was Hamlin Uele that's out there now. Atkinson is bleeding from on top of from the left eye there. Finally gets up and plays the ball. Third tackle, left to McInnes. Dummies, goes himself up over the 40. And he's stopped there by the Melbourne Storm, 8 shy of halfway. This is Aiden Fanua-Blake, who's still out there. He goes up over halfway. And I believe that this is last tackle now. And it's Trindle who puts up a spiral.
He's got that good, Sam. He's got that good.
Pappenhausen drops it.
It could be a knock on there by Pappenhausen.
Well done by Adam G, man, because we saw an absolute stinker. Sort of what Clancy was talking about earlier on in the chat. A drop ball by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. That's one of the worst calls I've ever seen. I think this is Adam G. Adam G said, look, I won't make that same mistake. So well done to Adam G for getting that one right.
He got that good there, Trindle. Tricky Trindle. That was a tricky bomb to take there from Trindle, and Pappenhausen was all over it. It was swirling around in that breeze. Beautiful purchase off the boot here as the Sharks. Here they go, Sammy.
Trindle feeds. They decide to go left. 2-on-2. Mulatalo. Oh, it may as well have been 4-on-2 with Mulatalo's form at the moment because he's worked it beautifully for Iro to score a try in the corner. That was way too easy. Mulatalo having a pearler so far in this first half. 22 points to 12. We thought Melbourne Storm was providing the ambush. Well, since the 6th minute, basically, of this first half, it's been the Cronulla Sharks ever since with a slight hit back from the Melbourne Storm. That was way too easy. Fa'alongo had concrete in his freaking boots. Meany was going for thin air as well. And Trindle, he was talking to Brayley as if like he forgot his order at McDonald's, bro. But they worked it out in the end for Mulatalo and Iro to combine and now get a 10-point lead, 22-12 with a kick to come, Dor.
Yeah, unfortunately for Longo there. Look, it's here when this step from Mulatalo. Meany just misses him clear, trying to dive out there. And Falongo, look, he grabs onto him, but he's basically over the line as soon as he makes contact, and he's just too big there for Falongo, KL Iro. So Iro continues his streak of scoring a try in every game thus far that he's played this year. But yes, like you said, Sam, in the call live, that was all Ronaldo Mulatalo's try, as we see his record there. 1 against Penrith, 2 against the Cows, and then 1-1-1-1-1. So I think that's about 7 games in a row for Iro there that he scored a try. So he's in scintillating form as Hines here. Strikes it, Sam. Oh, and he is kicking it like Thurston tonight, Nico Hines. He has that ball shaping beautifully. Absolutely beautiful.
No, you can't be. No, he's kicking it like Hines, bro.
Okay, we'll just say he's kicking him like Hazem El Masri, and it is 24 points to 12.
He's kicking it like only Nico Hines can, mate. And Marcy Playground, who's been in the chat, definitely picked it before when he brought up the streak that KL Iro, I should say, that was on. 24 points to 12, man. Despite Sharks being in the lead, I wasn't anticipating so many points in this first half as well, man. Definitely surprising. As the kick restart occurs, it bounces and trickles its way down towards the Sharks. And this is Hamlin Uele now, who gets up over the 10-meter line, and he's met by 3 Storm defenders. Thought there was a little bit of a second effort there by Wish Up a play on. McInnes at first receiver.
He's dropped that.
And it's play on. He definitely bubbled it, and I think he's been given the benefit of the doubt there. He probably contained it just before contact, as McInnes now has a hit up again, getting to just shy of the 30. This is AFB getting up over that white line and backs his way, but is still short of the 40-meter line. The Storm is still going to have a chance here before halftime to hit back, but ball's in the hands of Hamlin Uele, who decided to do a juggling act there, but he's able to get to halfway. They're right in the center of PointsBet Stadium. He puts up another nightmare, and it's captured there by
penalty. It's a penalty. It's a push I think it's a push from Ronaldo Mulatalo on Sua Falongo there before he got the ball.
Well, they need to get on the horse. Average, man. They need to. I don't know what they need to get on the horse and carriage here, Melbourne Storm.
It's not too bad, Sam. 24 points to 12. They're probably going to just, if they can nab one here before halftime, that will be huge. But look, yeah, with Cronulla having to play the rest of this game with only 15 players, the Storm will be strong very late to finish this game as Hughes gives it to Kamika. We have 55 seconds left, and he is tackled just here short of the 40-metre line on third tackle. Wishart gives it to Hughes. Hughes out the back to Munster. Munster gives it to Pappenhausen, and Pappenhausen, oh dear. Everything he touched turned to gold last week, but he's made a few errors thus far this evening, Ryan Pappenhausen, and the Sharks have got a chance for potentially a field goal or a 1-point field goal or a 2-point field goal here to end this first half. As we see here, Munster, unfortunately, that pass is slightly behind Pappenhausen there, and he can't hold on to it.
So the clock has stopped with 24 seconds remaining. The scrum is happening right in the center of the paddock. They scored off of a scrum-based try just a few minutes ago, and it's working its way out left on Mulatalo. Hines able to run a little bit before getting it off to Iro. Hines may have been hit late after the ball, but play on. 17 seconds remaining, 35 metres out, closer to the interchange sideline, out right to Aiden Fanua-Blake, over the 30-metre line. Ooh, they're just short of the 20 now, 7 seconds to go. And he was calling for it, Dor. It's snapped by Trindle, and it's over the black dot. 25 points to 12. Inarguably, now, look, we saw the Sharks do some really good things against South Sydney about 6 or 7 weeks ago, but that might be their best first half performance of the season, despite the injuries that they have sustained to their right edge. That's a great first half from the Cronulla Sharks, 25 points to 12. Wasn't expecting so many points. It's been a good game, a very good game in certain patches, but yeah, full credit to Cronulla for bouncing back and withstanding that initial ambush from the Melbourne Storm, Dor.
That's the most points the Melbourne Storm have suffered or conceded, should I say, in the first half in over a decade, Sam. So we are witnessing something very special from the Cronulla Sharks thus far this evening, mate.
Is that bloody?
Yeah, that's what I've heard down the ear from Dan Ganane in commentary as Harry Grant's having a chat to the referee after Karen McInnes had a chat to Adam G, I believe, as well, Sam. So, look, 25 points to 12 here at going into half, mate. And, look, it's been a pretty good, solid game of football thus far. Sort of lived up to the hype, but I think we're going to have a really special second half coming up here, Sam, with the Cronulla Sharks are going to be holding on, I'd say, with only 15 players here. Melbourne still have their full 17, I believe. So we'll see what happens here in the second half at Shark Stadium, mate.
Well, it's sort of like, I don't think it directly correlated to when he came off the paddock, but when Harry Grant came off the field, man, they went down a couple of cogs, in my opinion, the Melbourne Storm, bro. He was providing a lot of energy, scoots out a dummy half and being dangerous with his pass selections inside that first 15 to 20 minutes was Harry Grant. And yeah, since then, I mean, they did fire a shot without Harry Grant, admittedly, but that ball from Jerome Hughes way out left was magical from Jerome Hughes. That was what really got them that second try for the Melbourne Storm, man. But
I can't, Sam, but it was Atkinson. It was Atkinson's fault.
Oh, for sure.
Of course. He was like 15 meters infield, but it was a lovely ball. Say the deception, the float, like the loft of the pass there from Jerome Hughes had Atkinson thinking potentially, yep, I'm going to try and take this for an intercept or put on a big shot. But unfortunately, the ball came down before he got even close, and the wing was left wide open and over went Coatsy.
Now, let's move on just a little bit. We'll let for the fantasy points to load up in this game, unless if it hasn't already.
Let me
just give my quick reaction to what just happened there with the North Queensland Cowboys about an hour ago. So Todd Payton flipped the switch. He punted Clifford. I didn't think he deserved to be dropped, and we had Purdue and Dearden in the halves. We had Zach Laybutt return to first grade. Zach Laybutt actually did some pretty good things in that game, admittedly. I thought he did really good. But we have been one of, if not the best attacking team. When we get down inside the 20-meter zone, we're effective, we're efficient, they're efficient, And that didn't happen. That didn't happen. They had about 33 tackles inside the opposition 20 or 10, and it came up with just the one try to Robert Derby just before halftime in that game, man. Manly Seagulls were down Jase Tavanga for approximately 15 minutes. They lost Jake Trbojevic, I think, in that second half, early on in that second half, or late in the first half, whatever the case was.
Yeah.
Whatever the case was, they lost Jake Trbojevic for a really large chunk. And credit to Manly, they stuck thick, and they haven't played that tough in a little while, admittedly, Manly Seagulls, and it is just a little bit, I'm just a little bit venomous towards that fact that, unfortunately, the Cowboys started well, and Manly, they suffered injuries. They had to stick tough. It's a performance they haven't quite done in a little while. Olakawatu rose for the occasion. I think he's been flat for a fortnight or so, thereabouts as well. And the other thing too that kills me is that it happened last week against the Panthers, Dor, in that Panthers scored a couple of really lucky tries from errors. Like there was a 90-meter runaway try that opened up the scoring inside the first half for Jason Saab, and then there was another try there for Ben Trbojevic, where it was just desperation in defence by Jackson Purdue, but it just sort of, well, he touched it, landed back in Ben's hands, and then he ended up scoring. So that's the second week in a row that I've seen graphically that just our desperation is going against us, and that sucks, man. We're not having the luck of the draw going against us in these games at the moment. So, look, we're still inside the 8. Manly leapfrog us. I don't know if we will be inside or if the Cowboys will be inside the top 8 at the conclusion of this round. So, but look, it happens, man. It happens. And so the Cowboys are on a bye now. Manly, they play Parramatta next week. And I said to you, Dor, that this period for the next month where they had the Titans, the Warriors, Panthers, and Manly, would have really liked to have seen them go at the very least 2-2. They're going into their second bye now, 1.5 out of 4 over the past 4 weeks or so. So just a fraction of disappointment. The past 3 weeks, they've conceded 30 points, and 24 points tonight against the Manly Seagulls. So I thought maybe earlier on when they won like 4 or 5 in a row, maybe the defense was getting a little bit better. But over the past 3 weeks, it's reverted back to what it was close to, or it's getting closer to what it was inside the first fortnight of this year's campaign, man. So coming in to the next game, which is against the West Tigers after their bye, Dor, for the Cowboys, really now, the time is now for them to put in a really big defensive effort against the Tigers in the next couple of weeks, mate. And that's my TED Talk. Thank you. Your
TED Talk. Yeah, no, yes. I don't know. I'm not really sure with all what Payton was really thinking. I know that Purdue's played a lot of his football in the halves, but he's been doing a terrific job at centre thus far this season for the Cowboys. I just think tonight they just didn't complete well at all. They made a lot of mistakes, and I wouldn't say it looked clunky, but it's a bit hard, when Purdue's been out playing in the centres to then now you're playing in the halves and expect, diamonds from him in his first game in the halves I believe in the NRL level. So I think it'll be better for the run next week. But does Payton succumb to the pressure? And because, they weren't even playing bad with Clifford. Like, let's be honest, they drew last week. Clifford did miss some field goals, but so did Scott Drinkwater last week as well. They didn't lose. They came away with something last week. They got something. Tonight they got a big fat donut and got nothing. So I really don't think that it was the right decision by Payton personally to cut Clifford. Like, if you think about it, Dearden's probably definitely going to be playing Origin for all 3 games now. I just don't see why you don't put Purdue into the halves then when you've obviously got no Dearden playing. Or you give Dearden a week off after Origin, I'm a bit dumbfounded with the decision to what Peyton's done to give Purdue a crack. But look, in Purdue's credit, I think he'll be a lot better for the run this week, and he'll be a lot better next week. So don't be too hard on the kid. He's only young, and I'm sure he was probably happy just playing in the centers, but Peyton wanted him to get a bit more hands on the ball, I assume, and it just didn't work out in this game. But look, they made a change. It didn't work out. So as you said, Sam, you forget about it, move on. You got the bye week, so to potentially to work on that combination, and then hopefully it's all Gucci and it it all works against the Tigers after the bye round, mate, for your Cows. But look, I give a lot of credit to Manly, just quietly.
Oh yeah, yes.
They weren't great tonight, but they took their opportunities. And I think that the thing for me why I was so impressed with Manly is just their defense. I thought the Cowboys had a lot of ball there inside their red zone, and even though their attack, the Cowboys wasn't really singing, Manly's defense was doing a really, really good job putting pressure on those playmakers, making really clutch tackles, a few meters out. So look, credit to Manly. They've been on a bit of a slide. And they obviously get their season back intact. Sam, do we want to move into the game that we're calling tonight here in this Storm and Sharks and go through potentially the stats and the fantasy points for the first half?
Just quickly, I'll just answer a couple of questions here, Dor. So Marcy's asking, does Talangi and Nene still make the Queensland side? I think Marcy's suggesting that did and no. I think all three that Marcy suggested will make Billy Slater's Queensland side. What do you reckon, man?
Nanai and Dearden, 100%. Tuolangi, I'm not sure. I have him in my team, but I think it really could come down to what Selwyn Cobbo produces tomorrow at Suncorp against the Dragons, which could decide it. I think Xavier Coates has been really, really good for the Storm, so I think he's on one wing. And I think Ponga's going to be at the back. I'd say the centers are going to be Hammer and probably Valentine Holmes, but we don't know. We don't really know what Billy's got cooking, in his bunker, for his origin selection. So it's all going to come down to Monday morning. We've got a rough idea, but look, some performances from some players this weekend could force Billy's hand. But yeah, in my opinion, I think Nanai definitely with the injury to Hunt. I think that it's likely Dearden will be the 14. And then I think maybe Kurt Mann might be the 18th man for the Maroons. He's been pretty good for the Bulldogs thus far this season. And Gilbert's definitely going to be out for the Maroons after today. I think suffered a pec injury, and then also so did Daniel Saifidi or Jacob Saifidi. Sorry, pardon me. Got injured last night as well for the Blues. So there's still a chance that Tyrrell May could make that Blues side after it was reported earlier in the week, or I think it was yesterday actually, that they were saying they were going to go with Jacob Saifidi over Tyrrell May and Stefano. Look, Stefano's been all right thus far tonight, but I just think if you're looking at form, Tyrrell May's been the second best prop outside of Payne Haas this season. Look, Jake Turbo as well. I think he's probably now out of Origin as well because he was a Category 1 ruled out straight away, 11-day stand down. So I think I can't do my maths off the top of my head, but I think that's probably him out, unfortunately. Well, what is 7 days to Saturday, then 8 and Sunday night? Yeah. So he won't be, his last day is technically the Wednesday. So he won't be playing for New South Wales, and he won't be playing for Manly next week either. Big loss to them. I think, Gilbert out. I think it's going to be, I have Firma in my starting second row with Nanai. And I think now with this injury to Gilbert, I think that they're probably needing to look at a potential edge position. So I think Jaden Sewer probably, I think, is probably going to be the guy that comes in there on the edge. I think it just me personally, I think he's the first name because Gilbert had that ability to be able to play on the edge, and then you could move Firma or something into the centers if need be. But I think Sewer will be the one that comes in probably in the bench or starts. I just think Sewer off the bench is better. I think he can provide some impact more so than what Nanai or Firma could produce. So, Marcy saying that he had Manning instead of that was his reasoning why he had Dearden out. I think it will be Dearden, unfortunately, for you, Marcy. I think Dearden will be the 14 and Man will be the 18th man. But we'll wait and see. Anything can happen, mate. I think Cotter will get picked. Lindsay Collins was great in his return last night for the Roosters. I think he's definitely going to have a bench spot there with like Corey Horsburgh and probably Ruben Cotter or something, I'd say as well. Look, there's much to talk about. I don't know if Sam's busy on Monday night. We'll probably touch a bit on Origin and the sides and whatnot on Monday night with Dor. If Sam's not busy, we'll try and get him on. But we haven't even talked about the bloody freaking halftime stats. We've been talking about Origin the whole half, and we're about to nearly kick off. I'll quickly just ramble off a few.
Well, hang on. There was another question that Cooper wanted us to answer at halftime, man. Do we think that there is enough talent in the league right now for 18 teams?
We could talk.
He asked first. He asked the question first, mate.
So what are we giving a 5-second answer? Or
yes.
I think there is enough talent. Just quickly, we've got Host Plus Cup, we've got New South Wales Cup. The likes of like a Trey Fuller's not playing every week. I know he's injured, but there's some good talent in the below grades as we kick off here, Sam, for the second half. And Sua Falongo takes it as my stream decides to crap itself as Tui Kamikabika is currently frozen on my screen. I'm going to have to refresh, Sam.
Katoa now has the hit up and he's stopped just shy of the 30-meter line. And Nelson Asofa Solomona now crashes into the black, white, and blue wall. This is now third tackle. And Wishart goes left, finds Liero, and Liero is stopped just shy of halfway. There's a bit of work in the throat there. Have you got it back?
Yeah, I'm back. I've got Kamakamika running to the 40-meter line now of Cronulla, and that is last tackle. Great set here, 60 meters from the Storm. Wishart to Hughes, and Hughes kicks it high. Am I slightly ahead or slightly behind, Sam? You talk to me as Nelson collars Kennedy and drags him back to his own 10-meter line.
I think we're perfect, mate, as Kennedy takes it, plays the ball. Mulatalo now stepping and dancing, and he's eventually tackled there by
Craig is not happy.
No, that's fair enough. Kai Lero now is getting dragged back to inside of his own 20.
He's chicken winged himself, Sean Bloor.
Yeah, right. Brayley goes right. This is Talakai now, dragging defenders to the 30-meter line here. And this is fourth tackle. Ball goes left in field. McInnes, again, absolute workhorse, but when is he not? McInnes will eventually get up and play the ball, does so on his own 40. Left to Trindle, and Trindle puts it up in the air, bro.
And Pavanhausen bobbles it and gives it to Sua Falongo. Oh, that was a good left foot step by the Falongo, but Hamlin Uele holds on. Plays the ball. Pavanhausen gives it to Coates, and Coates just pins his ears back. Great, strong carry from big Xavier Coates. Plays the ball, gives it to Wishart. Wishart gives it to Mr. Anderson. Let's boost this energy here, Sam. The stream want a bit of energy, so let's give it to him. As Anderson plays the ball, gives it to Wishart. Wishart out the back to Liero, and Liero looking for an offload but can't do it. Plays the ball here around 42 meters out. Wishart, dummy half, gives it to Nelson. Nelson out the back to Hughes. Hughes to Eli Kartori. Gets a bit of space to run, but a great one-on-one tackle there by Ero with Trindle over the top. Katoa plays the ball, gives it to Wishart, and then Hughes with a big up and under. Xavier Coates is right underneath it, takes it beautifully, but throws it about 20 meters backwards. No one there. Mr. Anderson, lovely soft hands from Mr. Anderson. Munster, little chip and chase, but he's kicked it straight down Kennedy's throat, and Kennedy takes it beautifully with inside his own 20-meter line, Sam.
Oh, Munster came down very heavily on top of Kennedy just then, and yeah, he's not happy about it either. I saw that too.
And Kennedy has dropped it. The Storm are on the attack here. William Kennedy has made an error. He spilt his lollies. I've said that a couple of times tonight, but he has seriously spilled his lollies there. And this could be an absolute gift here. No, what are you complaining about, Kennedy? You've tried to shove him off yourself and drop the pill, mate. I don't know why you're trying to do that. I know Munster's, he's a niggler, Munster. He's going to, try and upset you. And he's hook, line, and sinkered Kennedy there. And he's just made an absolute meal of it there. And here go the Storm. They're inside the red zone, and this could be a diabolical start here for Cronulla Sharks in the second. Oh, and mamma mia, Nelson, a sofa. Solomona runs straight over the top of Billy Burns to start this set off. And here goes Katoa. Oh, beautiful offload here to Tyron Wishart. Wishart pins the ears back. Oh, he's tackled a couple of meters out. The Storm here, they're looking very, very good here to start. Katoa acting half, gives it out to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen to big Nelson. Nelson, oh, that's a lovely big don't argue on Blake Brayley, but he can't go any further because Nikora's got his legs. Plays the ball. Wishart, pardon me. Liero, Hughes, Munster, Anderson, and there goes my Xavier Coates. Oh, just give him that Queensland Origin jersey already, and Coatesy goes over for number 2. Show me those super coach points. Oh, Xavier Coates. Oh, what a performance from him thus far this evening. Clinical, classy play here from the Storm. Liero, Hughes, Munster, Anderson just gets on the outside of Talakai and over goes Coates. Sam, oh, mate, I did tell you this was our concern here with this makeshift right side for Cronulla. They're getting torn to shreds defensively. Attacking-wise, they've looked good, but defensively, look at this here. Talakai, he stays to the lead run from Sean Bloor, and look at Anderson. He's well on the outside. Atkinson has to come in, and Xavier Coates, he's one of the great finishers, if not the greatest in the competition. Look, Marky Mark did do a lovely effort last night. He might have joined the conversation, but we will never forget what Xavier Coates did last season with one of the great tries. And over he goes, his 16th career double for Xavier Coates, Sam. And I did say when Kennedy made that error that you cannot give the Storm that sort of field position, man. And they're now right back into this game. The Sharks really didn't want to concede the first try to give the Storm a sniff. They've got 17 healthy men ready to go to war tonight. And unfortunately, the Sharks have lost a couple of plays here and are down to 15. So, yeah, I'd be a bit worried here as a Cronulla fan. It could start to really open up here as the Storm really execute those extra 4 healthy players throughout. You think that we've got a fresh Harry Grant to come back here potentially for the last half an hour, 20 minutes. You've got, King as Pappenhausen here. Goes through the motion, moves in, and it struck the left upright. Oh, that was looking like a lovely kick from Schnackenhausen, but unfortunately it's hit the post, and it is 25 points to 16, Sam, after 5 minutes of action in the second half.
There's always odd scorelines whenever Cronulla and Melbourne face each other, and we've got another odd one here. Yeah, comeback. Was the theme last weekend, and we saw it again last night. Dolphins threatened again today. So, of course, if any team that can come back or would come back, of course, it would be the friggin' Melbourne Storm against the Sharks, mate.
Coates come back to Brisbane, Sam? I really hope so. Anyway, here we go. Big Kamakamika. Oh, what a carry there for the first run here from the Storm, and they're looking on here. I'd say there was a lovely Bellamy spray in the halftime break. No, you can only have a few of those, as Fanua Blake is already off after 5 minutes here in the second half, having a spell. As Big Nelson goes straight down the middle, and geez, look at him. There's 4 of him on him, and he's still nearly able to offload it as he throws Talakai over his head here. And Wishart throws a dummy and goes straight into Nico Hines there on forward tackle, gets up to his own 40-metre line. Great first set here after points from the Melbourne Storm. And Liero, he takes it up to around just short of halfway. Last tackle. Liero plays the ball. Wishart out the back to Munster, and he's going up. He is going high. He has hit it beautifully. What is the fullbacks doing? They're letting it bounce. It bounces away from Trindle. And Kennedy's knocked it on. And here comes Nick Meaney. And over goes the Melbourne Storm. They go back to back. Cameron Munster with an absolute humdinger of a kick. It was swirling left. It was swirling right, and Kennedy had no fucking clue where the ball was, and he's just spilled his lollies, and it's gone straight to Nick Meaney. Oh, look at this, Munster. Lovely, lovely kick. It's swirling everywhere. Kennedy's got no clue. He lets it bounce. Then he decides to knock it on for good measure, and there goes Nick Meaney straight over the top. Oh, mamma mia, the Storm have come out to play, and Cronulla had that big 13-point lead, and it's going to be 1 point after this as Nicholas Meaney, over he goes. Oh, Sam, I'm losing my voice, but that is just incredible rugby league from the Melbourne Storm. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, there's the potential that Hughes might have taken Kennedy out, but I assume he was already committed to trying to tackle Kennedy because he thought that he was going to have the ball. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so I might have just lost my voice, and it is confirmed now. So I didn't lose my voice for no reason there, and that celebration was worthwhile, as it is now 20 points to 25. I forgot. It won't be 1 point. It will be 3 points. Pardon me, after my Pappenhausen missed the conversion just before. Let's give him the 2 points, Sam, and let's make it 25 to 22, please. Beautifully struck there by Pappenhausen, straight over the hey little diddle, and it is 25 points to 22. And what a second half here from the Melbourne Storm. 2 tries for Sammy's Purple Pricks in the first 8 minutes of action, as we see here. Look at this halftime address here from Bellamy. He's got them all there, and he is giving it to them. He is spraying them. He is pointing. He is showing them where they need to score those tries. He's saying, use that left side attack the right side of Cronulla. They're makeshift. And, oh, dearie me, it started beautifully here for the Sharks. I'm trying to provide some energy, but I'm not getting much from Julie at the moment. I need Sammy to lift. As here we go, the second half, and here we go, Kamika again. Oh, geez, he's really coming back with a bit of aggression here, Kamika. What a game we've got thus far tonight, Sam, as Wishart gives it out the back here to Katoa, I believe, and he is tackled. Yes, 18 metres out, Wishart out the back, and here is Big Nelly from Welly, but he is tackled beautifully there by Talakai and Nakora. Oh, Wishart throws a dummy. Oh, he's been good thus far tonight, Wishart. But he is tackled beautifully there by Cronulla. Pardon me, as Wishart plays the ball. Pappenhausen out the back to the arrow. Hughes! Oh, he's gone straight through, but he's just got ankle tapped. He couldn't keep his feet. Plays the ball, last tackle here, inside Cronulla's half. Wishart gives it to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen, big up and under. It's going down. Can Kennedy catch it this time? Oh, Mamma Mia! William Kennedy! Oh, damn. He might be the Daily M leader, but he might be not holding on to that the way he's going. He's dropping him left, right, and center. Oh, dearie me. And that was just the traditional end-over-end kick. He was probably scared about Big Nelson taking his head off, but he's just dropped the pill. Oh, dearie me. Oh, Fitzgibbon. Luckily, he doesn't have any hair because he'd be losing it if he did have some, because bloody hell, this has been an awful start here from Cronulla. And can Melbourne score 3 tries in maybe the first 10 minutes here of the second half? Holy hell. And if we play it here, Hughes, Wishart throws the dummy from the... Oh, dearie me. He's nearly gone straight through. He's tackled around 9 metres out. He's lying on him there. That's nearly 6 again. Wishart, Falongo, dummy half, gives it to big Eli Katoa. And Eli Katoa plays the ball. Katoa plays it out the back. There goes Wishart. He gives it to Nelson Asofa Solomona. And Nelson Asofa Solomona is still going as Sam just leaves me to it. And there goes Munster out the back, and here goes Sean Moore. I was wondering where Sam had gone, but he's probably just because he hasn't contributed anything, and I'm doing everything at the moment. And Liero out the back. Hughes out the back to Mulmini. Oh, juggles up the top here. Amini gets under the tackle there from Billy Burns, but is brought down there by Kennedy. Here we go, last tackle. Wishart out the back, gives it Hughes. Hughes, crossfield kick. And where is Xavier Coates? Is it a bird? Is it a blade? Xavier Coates knocks it back, and oh! Is that Sean Bloor for a meat pie? Oh, Mamma Mia! And that, oh, no, Adam G's said no try. He's saying I've knocked it on. Oh, dearie me. Oh, shivers. Xavier Coates. Oh, every time he goes near the ball, I'm on the edge of my seat. As here we go, we're watching it here. Coates. Don't know here. Atkinson's there. It's just whether Coates has touched this here. Yeah, I think Coates has touched it. I'm going Coates has touched it. Wait for it. There. Atkinson might have touched it first, but Xavier Coates definitely touches it and then hits Atkinson, and then Coates hits it back with his left.
In complete agreement with you, man.
No. Don't you stuff this up, Bunker. I've said that Xavier... Okay, thank you. I'm glad they've got that right. As Mick saying in the chat, is Trent Liero a passenger? Look, I wouldn't say he's a passenger. He's trying. He's trying his heart out there, but he's not having the best of games. Sam, come on now, mate. Your Sharkies are away, mate.
Alrighty, so I can bring some friggin' energy, right? You can have some soothers. And now we've got Iro, I believe this is, having the hit up. It has been a runaway locomotive for the Melbourne Storm and Dor, and now the Sharks. Look, Dor's trying to talk over the top of me, and it's the Sharkies penalty. I'm trying to give him a friggin' break here. All right, then. So Braden Trindle's got the ball in hand, and he is eventually going to kick for touch, and that's Paul from the Storm. That's the first set for the Sharks offensively for the better part of 5 minutes now, and they give away a penalty like that, a yardage penalty now. And this here is Jesse Colquhoun now entering Melbourne Storm territory and getting to the 40-metre line. The Sharks are central. Cronulla running left to right of screen. Braden Hamlin-Uele gets up to the 30-metre line, but he's stopped there primarily by Trent Liero. Second tackle, Brayley scoots to the left-hand side, left to Hines, left to Cameron McInnes there. Takes 3 defenders to stop him, and he stood in the tackle for a long time there. Sharks, Brayley goes left-hand side. Trindle, he puts Billy Burns under, and he gets up and plays the ball. Brayley runs to the right-hand side and finds Hines on the run. Hines running, finds Kennedy. Kennedy dummies, passes Talakai, and then Atkinson is the recipient of the try, and they re-establish a lead, do the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. That makes it 29 points to 22 for the Cronulla Sharks with a kick to come. That is kind of alarm bell central there for the Melbourne Storm, considering they have dominated the first 12 minutes of this game, and the very first opportunity that Sharks have, they've gone bang, bang. That is alarm bell station as far as I'm concerned, if you're Craig Bellamy.
Silky. That is silky.
Sure, it was silky, but you'd be concerned.
Look at this from Talakai. This is, I don't see many centers in the league doing something like this. Look at this. He basically is getting tackled here. Look, Anderson reads it. Coates comes straight in. Look at that beautiful switch of hand there. That lovely sleight of hand there from Sifa Talakai as Atkinson again. I think it's going to be what happens here, because this right side is actually cooking for Cronulla in offense, but their defense looks absolutely deplorable. So I don't know what's going to happen here. We've got all I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because we have an entertaining 26 minutes left in this game, as Nico Hines will look to convert here, Sam. But yeah, so I do agree with you. The first sort of set, they gave away a soft penalty, and Sharks go down to the other end of the field and put the points on there. So yeah, not really good there or resolve from the Melbourne Storm, as Nico Hines is squaring it up right now, Sam.
I reckon you're half a second in front of me, but don't worry about it. Don't touch anything.
As Nico Hines put it over the middle.
There you go.
Yes, you got Hines looking at the ref, having a chat to the ref right now. Yes, yeah, we're good. As you see some Nico Hines heads in the crowd. Oh, look at that lovely burger. That's looking delicious. Oh, look at that. Has he got a Great Northern? Buddy? No. It's something else, some other shirt. Oh, that's a lovely throwback retro Cronulla jersey there. There's a few purple people down there in at Cronulla as we resume play here, Sam.
Alrighty then. Geez, that's deep. Kennedy takes it on the full. Hamlin-Uele now gets up over the 10-metre line and is stopped there. Brayley waiting for the play the ball. 14 minutes gone in this second half, and the points keep on coming. This must be the highest scoring affair between the Sharks and Storm in a very, very long time. It's just Skittles players, great post-contact meters. Brayley runs to the left-hand side, dummies, passes back right to Hines, and Hines is stopped just before halfway. Brayley's been so good tonight. Brayley goes left. This is Cameron McInnes. Out further left to Burns. Burns throws an awkward ball out to Iro, but Iro kind of making it work here for Mulatalo.
Great tackle.
Oh, he passed off the deck there. I thought the tackle was complete.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
That is just stunning. Get Wobbling Jaw in the bunker. That is just stunning. Stunning vision there from Wobbling.
We've seen that.
We've seen that just gone back. We've seen that not penalised, Sam, thus far. We have seen a couple of penalties, but we have seen as well, like you said, just giving it straight back to the play the ball there. But potentially, Adam G's saying, I'm not taking any of that shit tonight. I'm going to blow the whistle. As here we go, as Nelson Asofa Solomona takes it. And it again takes a few people to bring him down, Big Nelly. Is that Harry Grant back on? I think it is. Harry Grant is back on here. This is where the Storm are going to start singing here in this second half. Joe Chan is onto the field. He wasn't supposed to play, but the late injury there to McDonald in the warm-up, he is now on. And, lovely offload there by Katoa. Gives it to Harry Grant, and he goes Suafolongo off the right, off the left, and he's eventually brought down here by Kaoliro around third tackle, around 28 metres out. Grant, Hughes out the back to Munster. Pappenhausen, beautiful. It's singing. Anderson, why did he not give it to Coates? I do not know, but he's decided to keep it himself, Mr. Anderson. A bit of a blunder from him there, but that is all right. Plays the ball, 12 metres out. Grant, lovely service to Munster. Munster out the back to Liero. Liero, lovely soft hands to Joey Chan. And Chan's brought down around 8 metres out. Chan plays the ball. Grant from dummy half, and what the hell has happened here? It's a penalty. Someone's in the ruck. It did look like someone just ran straight through the middle of the ruck there. Oh, God. And here we go. So, the Storm, they're on the attack, Sam. Grant taps, gives it to Chan. Chan, lovely carry there, but he's met beautifully there by Cameron McInnes as he takes him down around 4 metres out. Chan plays the ball. Harry Grant at dummy half. Beautiful service to Hughes. Hughes, he's just passed it to Neville Nobody. And that is awful from Jerome Hughes there. He tried to give it to someone from a straight. You can't do that, Hughes. I don't know how that isn't 6 again. But anyway, Sam, take it away.
And Atkinson has the hit up, but Nelson Asofa-Solomona says, come back here. 23 minutes to go. Sharky's still in front, 31-22. And it's Brayley and McInnes have just been powerhouses tonight as Brayley goes way out left for Trindle. Left to Mulatalo, who's in the center position. He beats 1, beats 2. Oh, man, great run from Mulatalo. Trindle goes right. This is Kyle Iro over the 40-meter line. Puts the step on, but a good hit there by, I think that was Joe Chan. 5 meters shy of halfway. Brayley goes right. This is Jesse Colquhoun. He passes out the back to Hines. Hines puts Nicola back under, but Nelson's showing great
Nelson.
strength. Absolutely. Last tackle here. Brayley goes left. Trindle puts up a spiraling, well, not a spiraling kick, but it's a big kick. And
He's got it again. Oh, great take, Pappenhausen. Here he goes. He goes Silverlong, straight down the middle of the field. Oh, geez. And Nico Hines has done well to hold on to him there because he is away. He is a real powerhouse Suafolongo there. And Munster throws a dummy. Oh, he's just got no one on his outside to give it to. Here go the Storm. Munster's blowing up Deluxe. And here goes Harry Grant and Big Nelson. Oh, what an offload. Here goes Coates down the middle of the field. Coates. Oh, he's brought down around 28 metres out. Oh, my God. Coates plays the ball. Grant from dummy half. He's scheming through the middle of the field. There's about 3 Sharks defenders offside. Gives it unders to Trent Liero. Just pin the ears back, Trent. Oh, Trent, lovely offload. Munster out the back to Hughes. Hughes shifting. Hughes right foot step, but unfortunately can't beat the defence, and he's been absolutely demolished there by Billy Burns. He's taken about 10 metres backwards there. Anyway, Hughes plays the ball. Now Grant gives it to Munster. Munster scheming off the left, off the right. Munster offload. Gives it to Grant. Grant lofted over the top to Katoa. Katoa nicks it through. Here goes Suafolongo. Suafolongo straight through. Oh, but the ball, it's too much of an off spinner there. Nathan Lyon, and it's spun straight out off the wicket there, and that is 7 tackle set coming up here for Cronulla. I really don't think that was the right option there from Eli Katoa, Sam.
Agreed, mate. Alrighty. I don't know who it is here that's had the hit up, but that's Atkinson. Atkinson holding his beak, and then Brayley passes left. This is Iro now, and he's up over the 30-meter line, so they're up towards the top end here. Atkinson looks like he's stepping out of hell in a cell. Iorgan Kofuski now has a hit up, getting up to the 40-meter line, still up towards the top end of the paddock. And now it's past right infield here for Aiden Fanua-Blake, who's back out there and made immediate impact, getting up over the halfway line now. Brayley again, past right to Colquhoun. Hines, and Hines just takes the tackle here again. Colquhoun, some passes in his game.
Good.
And here he is again. Just having the hit up now, centralizes things, And this is last tackle. They're about 33 metres out. Brayley elects to go left. It's Trindle. Just puts an up and under kick. Mulatalo's chasing. So too was Billy Burns. Fa'alogo took that. Great.
Yeah, it's great to see Clongloon Sam playing some good football. He's had horrible luck in his career thus far with injuries. So it's great to see him going great, Sam. So, yeah, really good. Continue the great work, Jesse. As I think that is now Mr. Anderson here trying to get past Nico Hines here on tackle 3. The Sharks have got them inside their own 20-metre line. What sort of – Mr. Anderson. Oh, Mr. Anderson's not well. Mr. Anderson might have lost an eye. Oh, he's pointing at his eye here. I have to see the other angle there. I'd say it's got to be Clongloon there from that left-hand side. Yeah, so no penalty. That's fair enough. I didn't think it was a penalty. He's sort of just gone into the chest of Clongloon there. So, baseball, Grant out the back here too. I think that is Stefano back on, and he gets it up to around the 30-metre line, plays the ball. Grant out the back to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen straight and hard, and he's tackled on the 40-metre line. Last tackle here for the Storm. What they got installed here. Grant gives it Hughes. Hughes kicks it long. He kicks it high, and beautifully taken there by Kennedy inside his own 20, Sam.
Just got the kick away there, did Jerome Hughes. So there's 19 minutes remaining. This is Mulatalo now, his first receiver, but he's getting dragged back there by the defense. And it's second tackle now. Still waiting for a play. The ball comes now. Trindle goes right infield. And it's now worked its way here for Talakai to get up over the 40-metre line. Brayley goes left. This is Hero now, stepping Kafusi, or nearly.
Thank God he went to ground.
And he plays the ball now. This here is Aiden Fanua-Blake. Great, enormous.
What a carry.
Over the 40-metre line. And this is last tackle. This is Trindle. He just puts up another kick. Mulatalo is chasing. He's taken it, Mulatalo. Is he able to get the offload off? Yes, he does. It's back to Burns.
What great a tackle.
Cameron Munster.
Oh, Cameron Munster, that slick Rick hair this evening. Oh, he is having some game. He might need to rock that slick haircut every week because he is having an absolute blinder as Pappenhausen plays the ball. And there he goes. I think that might have been Munster. No, that's not Munster. Pardon me. That was Nick Meaney. Meaney plays the ball and he's dropped it. Oh, Nick Meaney. Oh, dear. That is a coach killer, but a great tackle there by Billy Burns. Oh, hold on.
Well, 10 seconds has elapsed now, hasn't it?
No. They're not challenging. I think Grant was saying about something else, but yeah, that's the right call. Meaney's gone to rush to play the ball and dropped it. Oh, with 17 minutes to go, that is a crucial error down 9 points, Sam. So, yeah, look, Melbourne really need to keep him out because if Cronulla score again here, I don't think it's over, but it's going to be awfully tough for the Storm to come back from this if Cronulla can go over here.
They go to the right. Oh, they drop it on the first play, Dor.
And Munster gives it out to Coates. Coates scheming through the middle of the field, off the left, off the right, and away he goes. But he's brought down there by Adam Fanua-Blake. And oh, dearie me, that was awful from Cronulla. Anyway, here we go. Stefano down through the middle of the field. George, I'm doing bloody brilliant tonight thus far. Let's hope this game can continue. As Trent Liero out the back. And Marcy, yes, Liero, I think, was in the Queensland squad last year as well. Grant, Munster, Bloor, brought down around 35 metres out, 38 metres out, should I say. Grant gives it to Munster. Munster scheming through the middle of the field. Oh, my God, it's Stefano. He's dropped the ball, and he might have dropped his New South Wales jersey if he was ever going to get one as well, as Cronulla are now going to get the ball inside the Melbourne half, Sam.
George had steak bread for dinner tonight. That's
that is beautiful, George. That is wonderful.
It's sensational. I'm absolutely salivating at the friggin' mouth at the moment. I'm starving. Oh,
you
man.
All right, so very hungry, George.
No, just hungry, not hangry. Hungry. All righty. So the Sharkies now going to have a scrum about 45 metres out, just 5 inside Melbourne Storm territory. and it's going to be a middle scrum. Trindle feeds it. It goes right. This is Talakai. This time he holds it on first play off of a scrum, and he finally gets up and plays the ball. Brayley goes left. Colquhoun left to Fanua Blake, and Fanua Blake forges his way to the 30-meter line. Brayley waits on second tackle. Left to Colquhoun. Puts Korfusi back under. Strong stuff there from Kaitoa, the tackle complete. I think that's a tackle complete call because Kaitoa, I thought, did strip it one-on-one. I thought the defenders did fall off just in time.
What do the Sharks do here, Sam?
Well, it's a 9-point lead at the moment. If you go for 2, it doesn't really mean anything. Makes it an 11-point lead. So I think you just take the tap and try to kill it off here, I think, dude.
You don't take the 2 and wind down the clock, and then potentially if they do score 2 tries, then all you've got to do is get a field goal. Well, I think that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. I personally would have taken the tap. This isn't, yes, it takes time off of the clock, but it doesn't do any difference. It's still the sort of the same calculation there for the Storm. They've got to score 2 converted tries to snatch the lead, and they can still do it with 15 minutes remaining, man. What a bizarre game of footy this has been. It's been good. It's been error-riddled, but it's still been good quality footy to watch. Adam G just making Nico Hines move the tee a little bit to the left or the right. Just trying to think of the informed teams at the moment. This isn't a top of the table clash, but it is a heavyweight clash. And I'm just thinking, what if the Sharks dished this performance up against the Bulldogs, or what if the Storm dished this performance up against the Bulldogs? And I think the Bulldogs at this rate would be containing both of them. Not well, it'd still be a battle, but I think whatever these two sides have dished up tonight, if they put it up towards the Bulldogs as Hines' attempt goes wayward, I think the Bulldogs still can handle whatever the Sharks and Storm have thrown tonight. So we're going to have
my takeaway from this thus far, Sam, is I think Blake Brayley's playing himself to very close to being New South Wales hooker over the likes of Robson and Coruscant. But they go short here, and that's a knock-on from the Sharks, and that is beautifully taken, that short drop out. And here goes Munster, gives it to Big Stefano, and he's winding up. Look at Stefano go! He says, give me back that orange jersey as he gets up to halfway. And here, a lot of lovely carry there by Stefano, plays the ball. Harry Grant at dummy half. Here come the Storm. They're going to make Nico Hines pay for that missed penalty goal. And they're moving up the field beautifully here as Liero's tackled, gives it to Grant. Munster with the lovely unders ball to big Sean Bloor. And Bloor is tackled on tackle 2 here. 35 metres out, plays the ball. Harry Grant gives it to Liero. Liero pinning the ears back and goes straight into Britt Nickora. And Nickora tackles him with Brayley around 22 metres out. Here goes Harry Grant scheming from dummy half. Harry Grant pops it to Joey Chan. Joey Chan off the right. Straight through, and Joey Chan is brought down around 10 metres out. They're making huge metres here, and Joe Chan gives it to Harry Grant. Harry Grant pins the ears back, offloads it back to Joe Chan. Joe Chan, he's moving left, he's moving right, he's going straight down the middle, but he's brought down. 4th tackle, I think, or maybe last. I don't know. No, last tackle. Grant gives it out to Munster. Munster across. Xavier Coates! Xavier Coates! Oh, mamma mia, who needs the AFL when you can take a specky in the NRL? Oh, Xavier Coates just used Daniel Atkinson as a stepping stone to the stairway to heaven. And oh, mamma mia, Xavier Coates. Oh, give this guy an origin jersey. Give him 7 origin jerseys. Oh, what an absolute beautiful, beautiful try. No, he's just used him as a stepping stone. Oh, that's a specky. That is a specky.
Man, I would love to see the reaction of AFL fans with that. We've seen Brett Morris fly in that exact same corner, mate. And Xavier Coates has flown even higher. That is absolutely insane. That is unbelievable stuff.
Oh, that is absolutely stunning from Xavier Coates. And that is a hat trick of meat pies for big Xavier Coates. And geez, him and Munster have been good for the Storm. Like you said, Sam, should I say, in that first half there when when Harry Grant went off, the Storm sort of lost a little bit there. But when he's come back on, God, he's been dynamic through the middle of the field. He's throwing offloads. He's making meters. He's getting his players to give quick play the balls. And they just went that short dropout and went, 80 meters downfield and scored a try. Like, that is just stunning play from the Melbourne Storm here. And we've got a stunning 11 minutes coming up here with Ryan Pappenhausen with a huge conversion here from the left-hand touchline. Going through his routine now, Pappenhausen, again, the same spot as he's sort of been the last few times. He takes his step back, Pappenhausen moves in and strikes it. And looks like he's missed it. He's missed it just to the left-hand side of the sticks. So, yes, unfortunate for Pappenhausen, but it is a 5-point game here, Sam, with just under 11 minutes to play, mate.
Right. Well, the equation sort of here for the Storm is that they score a try and they still could lose by 1, or they could win by 1, or there's no more points and they lose by 5, man. Bizarre game. I can't keep up with this game, man. Xavier Coates, I'm glad he's a freaking Queenslander.
Oh, he's a great Queenslander, Sammy. And here we go. Who wants to run off the back fence? It's Stefano. And he says, goodbye, Britton Nickera, and goodbye, Kafusi or Adam Fanua-Blake. And he gets up to the 20-meter line. Oh, Stefano, he's been great after I said he dropped his Origin jersey. Maybe he heard me. And Chan, look, the Storm are coming to life here. Great tackle by Kafusi. Second tackle, Grant, out the back here to Trent Liero, and Liero's pinning the ears back. He's been great as well since Mick made that remark about Trent Liero. Plays the ball. Harry Grant, look at him go here from dummy half. He's looking for the offload again. Harry Grant, he nearly gets it away. Yes, it could indeed go to Golden Point. Just perfect timing for you, Jason Reedy. You love to pop your head up just when it gets close for a Golden Point potential. As Gavin says, go the Storm. Well, they're absolutely humming at the moment. Harry Grant takes the short side option. He puts in a lovely little grubber kick. It's turning. It's going left. It's going right. It's a lovely chase from Xavier Coates with Kennedy. Oh! Great work by Kennedy, and then he gets absolutely poleaxed by Harry Grant.
And Hughes is right on top of Atkinson. That second tackle, they're still inside their 10. This here is Mulatalo. They can't defend this lead. They've got to keep attacking. Oh, they've knocked the ball on.
He's dropped it. Oh, mama. And the Melbourne Storm. Oh, McInnes is challenging. McInnes has gone straight to the referee, Sam, and he is sending, let's go upstairs, mate. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Snicko. Let's have a look at the hotspot. Let's have a look at everything here as it goes upstairs. The Bundaberg Rum captain's challenge here. What are you thinking, Sam? Are you thinking he's going to win? I personally think he's no chance.
I'm buggered if I know, mate. So Stefano comes in over the top.
That's not a penalty.
No. It's a 2-on-1. Stefano's hand is on the ball.
But is there a raking action? No. That's a loose carry.
No, I'd say that's loose as well, man.
That is no. That is not out. That is no good. That is challenge loss. And here come the Storm. Oh my! Here they come. There is now 9 minutes and 30 seconds here, and the Storm are going to be right on the attack. Right here from this set play here potentially. Could Xavier Coates cross for his 4th meat pie here, Sam? I'm going to say yes, he can. I think that this side on Cronulla, this left-hand defense is absolutely feeble at the moment, and I think the Storm are going to potentially go right. Oh, and look who's on. It's McNelly from Welly out the back line. And here we go, Pappenhausen. Oh, he doesn't give it to him. He gives it to Meaney instead. And Meaney, he tries to get past Billy Burns, but he can't do so. He should have given it to Nelson. Nelson would have wound up there and potentially gone straight through. That's nearly 6 again. Lovely fend in the face there from Meaney. That is exceptional stuff. Never mind. It is not a good fend in the face. We're going back to play the ball. He plays the ball, and now Harry Grant, he gives it to a nice, fresh Nelson Asofa Solomona. Jeez, he's been good tonight for the Melbourne Storm. Plays the ball. Grant gives it out the back to Hughes. Hughes looks in the field. He takes it himself. Oh, nearly gets on. He might have got one over the chops there. Jerome Hughes from Cameron McInnes. He's feeling his face. But he goes himself, and Harry Grant schemes, gives it to Cameron Munster, and Sean Blaw's brought down. Oh, potentially I was thinking Xavier Coates could have gone over again. Harry Grant at dummy half gives it to Munster. Munster throws the dummy. Oh, Munster, he's beautifully tackled there by Adam Fanua-Blake. I think that's tackle 4. No, never mind. It's his last tackle here. Oh, Munster plays the ball, gives it to Grant. Hughes.
Oh, no.
Oh, but he's kicked.
Oh, there's a flick out the back as well.
Oh, just no, Pappenhausen. You've got plenty of time.
Oh,
hello. What was that from Braden Trindle? What was that from Braden Trindle?
The Storm are now trying to keep the Sharks inside their own 20 here. There was a fair bit of stuff happening there, but anyway, play on.
Trindle just punched Pappenhausen in the face.
Talakai still on the ground, waiting to get back up. There was a poor kick option from Jerome Hughes there. Blake Brayley, a dummy half, left on 4th tackle. This is Aiden Fanua-Blake. And Fanua-Blake, we thought about the offload, I thought. This is last tackle already, just beyond their own 30, and Trindle just gives it all of his might, Dor.
And Pappenhausen waits at Sam and takes it and gives it to Falongo. What can he produce? Oh, there's the Goosey. But he can't get past. A lovely tackle there by Nicho Hynes. Look, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left as Pappenhausen gives it to Xavier Coates. Wow, he's been terrific as he's tackled and brought backwards, by Ronaldo and Nicho Hynes. Lovely quick play the ball, though. Meany, beautiful offload out the back. Grant gives it to Munster. Oh, Munster. Geez, he's been good thus far this evening. That's nearly 6 again there by Nicho Hynes there as he throws Munster back. But anyway, play on. Pappenhausen's just going to go himself there inside the Sharks half here. Tackle 4. Pappenhausen plays the ball. Grant gives it out to Liero. Liero throws the dummy. He's looking for an offload here, Liero, but I don't think so. I don't think it's coming. Brayley and Fanua-Blake are under it. He plays the ball. Grant, dummy half, gives it to Cameron Munster. He sends it up. He sends
Nelson go!
And Nelson. What a tackle from Nelson Asofa Solomona around the leg.
Takes it, and now it's Talakai. He's just centralizing things now again. Second tackle, 6.5 minutes to go. Kennedy passes left. Gee whiz, they've got to get to their kick again. Here is Atkinson. Makes about 5 meters on that play, but it's third tackle. Kennedy, left. This is Braden Hamlin-Uele now. They are gassed at the moment, the Sharkies. Fourth tackle here, and it's worked its way out even further left. I think this is Jesse Colquhoun. Oh, no, it's Billy Burns. I apologize. And he's staying down on the ground.
He's going for the milk.
And things have just come to a stop. He better be sure about it. So Harry Grant comes in and hits him in the sternum, I guess, or in the stomach. And then Billy Burns' head then just goes down. And Hughes, I guess, does get him in the cheek. It is a penalty. It is a soft one, and Jerome Hughes is on report for a high shot. That's a massive call, man.
That is a shit call. If
taps it and goes.
That's a high tackle, man. Let's send Billy Burns for 10 minutes for a HIA, please, if you're going to stay down and milk it like that.
At the same time, we've already seen even worse than that this season.
Yeah,
that
100%.
Penalties, man, as McInnes plays the ball, cut out past to Hamlin-Uele, who puts on a step, and he's eventually brought down. So they're about 31 meters away from the try line. The Sharks, it's third tackle, Aiden Fanua-Blake.
Great tackle.
He's brought down there. Plays. Brayley scoots to the left-hand side. He deserves a try. Stops. Passes back in field for Kennedy. Kennedy's, though, taken by Sean Blaw. And this is last tackle. They're about 15 meters away. Brayley goes right. Hynes puts in the crossfield kick for Ronaldo Mulatalo. It's going to fall into the lap of Pappenhausen.
I think Cronulla have lost it. Cronulla have knocked it on. So change over here. Munster's going to play the ball 10 meters out. Munster plays the ball, gives it to Suafalongo. As Aaron says, game of the round. It's certainly living up. That's nearly potentially a awkward exchange there, but here goes Nelson straight through the middle of the field. Fortunately brought down. Nelson plays the ball. Granted, dummy half gives it out to Josh King. I think he's only just come onto the field, so a bit of fresh legs here for the Melbourne Storm in the last 5 minutes. King plays the ball. Grant out the back gives it to Munster. Munster gives it to Sean Blaw. Great
Oh,
tackle
no.
there by Cronulla, and they have dropped it. Sean Bloor has dropped it in a beautiful tackle there by Britton Nickera and Siasifa Talakai.
To the 15 people that are in the chat, now 16, thank you very much for coming in and saying g'day. If I'm new to you, please subscribe to Wobble and Joy Sports. And if you are new to All Out Club, please go over to their YouTube channel and subscribe, and their other social media platforms. Wow.
There's still time, still plenty of time. It's a 5-point game, Sam. So much
Absolutely.
time. Storm should get another couple of sets, should I say. And the Sharks, look, they score here. It's probably a good night. So it's all to play for in this last 5. Here we go, Sam.
And they win the scrum, and it goes out left to Kyle Iro. And he's tackled there by Katoa. First tackle, less than 4 minutes remaining in this bizarre game of footy. Kyle Iro, you can't push Jerome Hughes, who was marker. So play just comes to a stop. Storm afforded a few seconds for a breather. Still waiting. Now Brayley finally gets to play the ball. Aiden Fanua-Blake, though, can't go any further than the point of the mark. And then it goes out right to McInnes, who then puts Hamlin Uele under, and he stopped 25 meters out. Brayley, dummies running,
play the ball.
Gives it to Hines. Hines now, what can he do? Skipping and running sideways. And he eventually succumbs to the defense. 4th tackle here. Brayley goes right. Trindle finds McInnes. McInnes gets away from one.
As Nelson just carries him back.
Last tackle, Brayley left. Trindle running, puts in the grubber kick, comes off Jerome Hughes, and it's knocked on by Jerome Hughes, baby. No, it's play on, Dor.
What the sleight of hand from Jerome Hughes. Anyway, here we go. The Storm as Hughes and big Nelson. He tries to go, but McInnes tackles him beautifully around the legs. Could be a bit hurt here, Nelson, but he plays the ball. Grant, beautiful pass from Munster. Munster out the back to Pappenhausen. They see it. Give it to Coates. Oh, and they did give it to Coates, but he's put it down. Oh, mama. Oh, Xavier Coates, as Ronaldo gives him some stick. Just get lost, Ronaldo, respectfully. Look, I'm sorry, mate, but if Xavier Coates takes that, it's goodbye, and that's game over because no one is catching Xavier Coates just there. As just quietly, Sam, it looks like Ronaldo's actually come across to this side of the field in this last bit of the game. But look, there's still plenty of time to play here. The Storm are still going to get one set here. The Sharks need to score. As Aaron in the chat says, yeah, he had nothing but air in front of him. He takes that. He was away. So here we go, Sam. Come on. So
the Sharkies have won the scrum. They're 20 meters out here. Just play it slow, play it controlled. There's been a lot of errors in this game as Burns steps and takes it even further forward. 90 seconds remaining. Brayley finds Aiden Fanua-Blake. Can he just rumble his way over the try line? He does a bloody good effort of it, but Nelson's there. Aiden Fanua-Blake just... you cheeky bugger, you funny bugger. He feigned to play it backwards, but he knew what he was doing. As Hamlin Uele now offloads it backwards to Blake Brayley, he goes back and retrieves it and just dies with it. And this is 4th tackle. There's 60 seconds remaining. Nico Hines receives it as first receiver, goes right to Nikora. Haven't called his name much in this second half, just quietly. And this is now last tackle. What do they do here? Brayley picks it up, passes left McInnes, left to Hamlin Uele, flicks it out the back. It's picked up by AFB. And the Storm have got 40 seconds, mate.
There we go. Time will be off. Look, there's nearly a penalty here with Cronulla just blatantly kicking the ball away from the Storm. But anyway, time's off, so it doesn't really matter. Here we go. Anyway, we'll go back and try again. King gives it out to Katoa, and Katoa pins the ears back, but he can't go any further. 35 seconds to go. Tackle 1 inside their own 10. Here we go. Hughes out the back to Munster. Munster, beautiful shift to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen, lovely undersball. Oh, and just, geez, Anderson just couldn't get it away. First tackle, 25 seconds to go. Pappenhausen scheming through the middle of the field. Pappenhausen has dropped it. Pappenhausen
into the lap of Hamlin Uele. And now there might be a bit of a scuffle. Time's still ticking down. 10, 9. I don't know if the referee's called time off, but in any event, the Cronulla Sharks have just flexed their premiership muscle. They have defeated the Melbourne Storm 31-26 at Shark Park. And keep in mind, this is the Sharks' first actual home game in 6 weeks, man. Now, I don't know if referees called game over yet. I don't know if we're going to get a scrum here.
Is that a high shot?
Mulatalo just absolutely staunching over the top of Ryan Pappenhausen there as he's trying to get up, and Big Nelson.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo is penalised here, because that's just stupid. There's no need for that at all. And he was warned last time, and it looks like it. Yep, I called it high shot on Talakai on Pappenhausen as he was falling onto the ground. Game is not over.
No.
Game is not over. Talakai, when Pappenhausen, before he lost the ball, was hit with the left arm onto Pappenhausen's head, and there is still time here.
Do you Hail Mary kick it for Coates and hope, or do you just?
Well, the problem is it's on the wrong. It's on the wrong side. I think you got to basketball and then. That you got to basketball. I don't know, Sam. I'd just throw it through the hand. Oh, here we go. Here comes Coates. He's gone high. Munster straight down the middle. Coates is coming through, and Ronaldo takes.
And Munster came in over the top, and now there's a bit of a scrum happening.
It's Pappenhausen.
Oh, it's Pappenhausen getting vengeance.
Pappenhausen came over the top there on Ronaldo to give him a bit of his own medicine back. It could have been penalised. He could still be penalised here. But that is game, set, and match. Well done, Cronulla. An absolutely stunning performance from the Sharks here. The game ebbed and flowed, Sam, but Cronulla were able to score the points when they needed to, and even with only 15 healthy players there at the end of the game. As you can see there's the high shot from Talakai. That's a penalty. I'm happy with that. If they're going to call that one on Billy Burns a high shot, that one there is a high shot too. And Pappenhausen could be sin-binned here, or at least at the very least penalised for a bit of a high shot, unnecessary shot on Mulatalo on the ground there.
Well, a rivalry reignited, mate.
Yeah, so it's no penalty, but Pappenhausen on report. Game, set, and match.
Still a lot to see.
So he would have been sin-binned. Well, that's interesting. Well, they're saying he would have been sin-binned if the game was still anyway, I think you'd still bloody sin bin him if it's a sin binnable offense, regardless of how long's left. Turbo got sin binned in the game just before the Manly Cowboys game for lying on a player in the last minute or two of the game. So I don't see why, if that's a reportable offense, if it's a sin binnable offense, that Pappenhausen's not sin bin. But regardless, the result's over. A great win for Cronulla at Shark Park over the Melbourne Storm. 31 points to 26. Up Cronulla. What a great win for the Sharkies at Shark Park, Sam. What a game as well. There were a few errors, like you said, mate, but I thought it was a stunning game of football, and another great try. One of the try of the year contenders, I think, that we saw to join Marky Mark from last night in Xavier Coates' beautiful specky try over Daniel Atkinson this evening, mate.
I thought for Cronulla, I thought McInnes and Blake Brayley were the
exceptional.
standouts.
Fanua Blake, I thought as well. I think you can include him as well. I think McInnes, Fanua Blake, and Blake Brayley were exceptional, Sam. I think they were by far the 3 standouts for the Sharkies tonight, mate. What about the Storm? I thought,
Harry Grant was huge upon return, and of course, your ex-man. Wow.
Yes, Xavier Coates was exceptional as Ronaldo continues to carry on. I thought Harry Grant was great. I thought Munster. I think Grant, Munster, and Xavier Coates were probably the Storm's best 3 players. I thought Nelson really provided a big impact for the Storm and definitely should be in their 17 every week. He just provides a really big spark for them off the bench. I thought Nico Hines was good as well for Cronulla, just did his job. Trindle was good. But, yeah, those were the three for Cronulla, Brayley, McInnes, and Fanua Blake. They did a job through the middle of the paddock, just like Harry Grant did for the Storm. So, what a game, mate. What a game.
Yeah. Look, did you want to go through if they're available? Any of the points?
There could be some changes, but I can definitely go. I definitely can go through it. Sam Fanua Blake top the scorers list. There could be some late movement coming through, but 80 points for Fanua Blake, played at 67 minutes. So I think that's up there with Fanua Blake's most minutes for the season. Sam. Oh, no, he played in Vegas. He played 68 minutes. Oh, never mind. That's a lie. He played 71 minutes against the Dogs in round 4. So that was his second most minutes for the season for Fanua Blake. Obviously, that's due to only having 15 healthy men. Cameron Munster, as we touched on, immense, 71 points. Trent Liero worked his backside off again, 63 points for Liero. Look, 36 tackles from him. He got through a fair mountain of work, played 75 minutes. Nico Hines was great, 55 points for him. McInnes, 52 points for him. He played 70 minutes, so that was a lot of minutes there for him. Look, in other noticeable names, Ero, 51 points. Ronaldo, 53. Katoa, 50. Blake Brayley had 50 points as well. Now, just going through, Harry Grant on return, he played 56 minutes in his return and had 36 points. Nelson had 36 points. Nickera, look, not the greatest game from Nickera. 33 points for him. Look, outside of that, Pappenhausen unfortunately crashed back to earth after raising the bat for the ton last week. Only got 23 points. Hughes had a great game last week of 60 points, but he crashed back to earth with only 20 points tonight. Kennedy didn't have a great game either, only 16 points for him, and that's really it in terms of noticeable names. Yes, we've got George is saying that the Eels will play Manly next week. We've got the Roosters taking on the Sharks next week, as Jason's saying he's looking forward to that. Aaron saying why didn't Pappy make all these silly plays last week that he did tonight? Look, I guess it's just week to week football. One week you can be hot, and the other you can be not as hot. And we've seen that thus far this season. It's been one of the great competitions thus far in the NRL in their history. Through, say, 11 rounds of football, any team on their day can win. Look, Bulldogs have probably been the best team thus far, but we saw them come up against the Broncos and get walloped. But they've only just lost that one game, Sam. So, yeah, the Bulldogs are probably the team that maybe are a bit better than the rest, but Raiders aren't far behind them. And, look, Sharks, like you said earlier, really flex their premiership credentials tonight, mate, with a really, really good performance.
Yeah, we said just beforehand some of the players that stood out, but yes, Ronaldo Mulatalo was the energy man. He was absolutely huge.
Yeah. That's what he does every week, Sam. That's what you're going to get with Ronaldo. He provides the spark. He gets in your face. He provides that bit of energy for the Sharkies, and they thrive off it. Sometimes you might go a bit too far, but as long as it doesn't cost you a football game, that doesn't matter. And it didn't cost them a game tonight, and an absolutely stunning game from the Cronulla Sharks this evening. Considering they had 15 players, Sam, 15 players for a mass majority of that game. Stunning effort.
That's definitely worth mentioning, man. I just don't know what to make about Melbourne Storm now. Like, they're
just a bit hot and cold.
They are
There's
a few
teams like that. Broncos are the same.
As I said earlier, that I think if Bulldogs take on Sharks or Melbourne tomorrow, man, I think Bulldogs can account for them. So I don't know if I'm impressed or if I'm just a little bit flat after that. But anyway, thank you very much,
definitely
Jason.
Not flat. It was a great call. I had a great time. You've had a big
day. No, I did. No, dude. No, I had a great time as well. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just like, I don't know what to make of it.
You're a bit
I am. I truly am, man. I don't know what to make of that. I'm impressed by Sharks, and I just don't know how much I should be impressed by them because there was a lot of errors by both teams tonight.
I think it's something that, like you said, Sam, for Sharks, you can see that they're definitely a team in contention. I think that's one thing you can take away from this game. But, do you say, they're winning the grand final or they're making the grand final or something like that? No, I just think they've shown they can beat the good teams. And in previous seasons, Cronulla haven't been able to say that. They haven't been able to beat those top 4, top 8 sides. They've been known as, a bit of a bottom feeder. They sort of feed off getting the wins over the bottom place teams. And then when it comes against the big clubs that are up in the top 8, that they always seem to lose. So that's a great win from Cronulla. They seem to be turning the turntables in that regard this season. They've had some really good victories against some strong opposition.
Alrighty, all right. I think that's maybe Mother Nature telling us that maybe we should hop off there, mate. We should probably get going while the going's hot. So, thank you very much again for your time, guys. Thank you very much for your time, Dor. I will see you in the next episode.
When are we going live again? Can we give them a date that we're going to go call another game?
Right.
Are you booked in next week?
Terry might want to do. I think he does Thursday night football next week. I'm not working. I can do Friday night footy with you if you'd like. Eels versus Manly next Friday.
Yep. Oh, actually, no. I might be out. I actually might be out next week. But if I'm not out, I'm happy to do Friday night. I think if I could do a game, it might be Thursday night. But if there's you're doing it with Terry, that's fine. As I said, I think I'm away next weekend. So if not, we'll do something in round 13 or something. We'll organise something. We'll be back. And we might even be able to hop on for the Broncos versus Manly or something, and I might be able to call the first Broncos game if you're not doing anything in a Friday in a couple of weeks' time. Why is there a 3 p.m. game on? No, there's no. Sorry, pardon me. Saturday next. Not Saturday, the Saturday after. So Origin week, there's only one game on the Friday, 3 on the Saturday, and then 3 on the Sunday. So we could definitely do something there. So probably look for a Wobble and Jaw and all-out stream in round 13. We'll do one game on that weekend.
100%. We'll work that out. But because, I was just about to say that maybe we could do State of Origin, but we're going to be...
We're there. We're at State of Origin. And that would be probably the one game that I would say I'm definitely out. I would not be able to do because that's a sort of a family celebration for me. If I'm not at the game with you, then I'm watching it with the family. So I don't want to break the tradition if I'm not actually at the game. So, but yeah, we'll definitely do another call. If you haven't got anyone for the Women's Origin, I can probably do that if you want to do an Origin game. But we'll see. We'll work something out, but definitely something in round 13 for everyone is when Wobbling and us will be back.
Dor, it's been a pleasure once again, and it's been another wild game of footy. It's been another wild game of footy, mate. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see everyone. I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Thank you, guys.
Will do. See everyone. Thank you.